You want it, just say it. You're feeling real bad. Put your pride aside and hit me. You're too busy running shit back. Good luck on you. Got something for you. There's just something on my mind. I'll be busy all the time. Pain and pleasure, I like it both. Not one without the other. Don't bother, it's not a mystery what they think of me. Cause I'm with the shit, and baby, all you talk is cheap. Cause I'm with the shit, with the click, don't hold on. You got me sick, you got me twisted so wrong. Don't waste your time on games.
Yeah, if you're with us in the chat on Twitch, welcome in. If you're with us on YouTube, welcome in. We're gonna get started here very shortly. Happy Monday. Hope you guys had a good weekend. Let us know what you're up to in the chat. We're gonna get into your music very shortly, but we're gonna give our community a little bit of time to get into it before we get started. I'll give you guys the whole rundown of what I do, what this is, who we are, and why you should be submitting your music very shortly. Innate ATL, welcome back to the chat. If you want to submit music, just make sure you hit ! submit or ! skip if you want to learn how to skip the queue and get bumped into our priority paid skip queue, which, you know, you'll see if you're in Nero, you'll be able to see that too. Zelx929, what's going on? We're going to get started here very, very shortly, but if you guys have not submitted your music yet, just make sure you do using Nero. Shout out to Eddie Mick, founder of Nero, one of our community members, and the Nero platform as well, which has made streaming way, way, way smoother for us over here as well. If you guys haven't submitted your music, just make sure you hit ! submit. If you're with us on Instagram, come hang out on Twitch or on YouTube. We're live on both platforms right now. You'll be able to hear the music that we're listening to and give you feedback in the chat if you come join us on either of those platforms. Though if you are watching from Twitch, I can't guarantee that, or from YouTube, that you'll be able to interact with the chat the same way. I'll be able to see your chat, but no one else will. If you're in the chat, let us know what's going on, how you been this week, what have you been working on. It's only Monday. King Dukes, welcome to the chat. Jeremy, welcome to the chat. Let's get the camera on. What you guys been up to? Let us know in the chat. Had a nice day off today, but I ran errands, so it was maybe not as chill as it could have been. But we're still good. I'm tired as fuck. I low-key feel like I need to take a nap, but it's all right. We're gonna push through. We're gonna get 2 hours of good music feedback and finding some good songs, playlisting some good songs, following some artists as well. Before we get started, I'll tell you who I am, what we do, what the whole point of this is. I'm gonna let some of the community get in here from the Discord first before we get started. Stressful Monday, to be honest. Why? What was going on? And as always, if you guys have any questions about anything, feel free to ask me in the chat. You know I'm always here to answer your questions.
We gon' crunch these numbers up cause I got miles to feed. Try and stay up out that red, but I got hopes and dreams, baby. Let it sing, baby. I'm saying what I want, you look at me like I'm crazy.
Let's go ahead and load up some of these names already. If you have not submitted yet, make sure you go over to Nero and submit music. Looks like we got I need a Munyon Monday, says an ATL. You're probably gonna, you might get some. What's a Munyon Monday?
Matter of fact, tell him run it back, nigga.
Should I know what that is? We got 40 submissions so far for the stream. We got a little paid skip queue right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we are gonna get a free skip in there as well. Oh, school and work. Bro, you did not get a day off today? Oh, apologies. I'm sorry if you guys did not get a day off. I feel for you. Alright, again guys, if you're in the chat, just make sure you hit ! submit if you want to submit your music. Let's get started and kind of break down what this all is and what we do here. So for those of you who are just joining me for the first time, my name is Kayvan. I'm the Director of Music Distribution at Genius and WorldStar. So I am basically currently running both distribution companies on my own right now, which is pretty fun. So I sign artists, I put music out, I also manage artists, I've produced music myself. And a whole bunch of other shit, honestly. So if you are wondering and you want to check out Genius Distro, see, these are some of the artists we've worked with over the last couple of years. We keep a small roster and we try and make sure we really overserve each of the artists. And so we've worked with artists like Overcast, Angela Moda, Ashoka, Serena, Chris Crack, Antonio, CCPK, Leia Leo, Bray, My Name Isn't J Mac, and some others as well. I've signed like 6 or 7 artists from this community to Genius Distro so far, and I do continue to kind of keep that going. We got a couple new signings that are coming up this year that I'm super excited about that I can't wait to share with you guys as well. But outside of that, I also run the Kayvan's House platform, which you can see in the background here, which is really a community for independent and emerging artists for us to support you through content, playlists, and the stream. So giving music feedback, helping artists develop, helping them figure out how they can improve and grow and develop over time. And so that's what we do here on stream every Monday and Thursday from 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern time, which you can go save our schedule here. You can also RSVP for our streams right here as well if you want in the future. But every Monday and Thursday from 6 to 8, I come here, I sit for 2 hours, I listen to music, I give feedback with everybody in the community as well. So if you are in the chat, please let us know what you think of some of the songs that we're listening to while we're listening to them. Don't be rude, but don't feel like you gotta hold back either. Your feedback is really important, and that's what helps artists improve and grow, especially if you are doing things that maybe they don't know yet. You know what I mean? If there's tips and tricks you've learned about producing, or about mixing, or about recording yourself, or even about just writing songs, you know what I mean? That's what this is all about. It's all about sharing knowledge, helping artists develop, and helping them hopefully figure out how they can improve from release to release. If not, even making their releases better before they come out. So if you want to submit music, like I said, all you got to do is hit ! to submit. Shower with Rats, what's going on? It is always free to submit music, all right? That is free. That part is free. Every single time, it's free to submit it here in Nero. It's free to submit it for our new music Who This playlist. It's free to submit it for our community playlist. There's a bunch of free playlist submissions that you guys can take advantage of in the Discord as well. So if you have not joined, make sure you join the Discord. We also have some Instagram specific series like songs we found in the comments, which if you go leave me your artist name and song title in the comments, I do listen to every single week. I do playlist every single week, and I do make content about every single week as well. So look, lots of free opportunities for you. But if you want to guarantee a song gets played on stream today, if you want to skip the queue, there is a paid skip queue. It's $5 if you want to get bumped into our regular skip queue. If you want to get into the super skip queue, which will bump you to the top, that is $10. You can do that if you want to. That's totally up to you. Every 5 paid skips, we will go to our wheel of names. I've already put a bunch of the submissions in there. We'll spin the wheel. We'll see. Somebody will get bumped up for free, and we'll get a free super bump to the top, okay? That's every 5 paid skips. We will do that. And then the last 30 minutes of the stream is always dedicated to you guys in the chat. So if you are here, if you're hanging out with us, if you're taking part, there is also another opportunity for you to get bumped up for free towards the end of the stream. It's more of a rapid fire mode. We'll try and get through as many songs as possible, but we'll still be listening, giving feedback, and following artists as we go as well, okay? I think that's it. That's the whole spiel. If you guys have any questions about anything music industry related, I've been working in the industry for about 10 years now on a bunch of different things, managing artists, producing music, pitching songs, distro, DSP pitching, curator pitching. I've done PR out of necessity. I've done some legal shit out of necessity. I've really just hands in a lot of things, trying to do a lot of things, learning about a lot, and asking a lot of questions. So if you have questions, feel free to ask. I'll share my experiences with you, and hopefully that'll help you figure things out and make it just a little bit easier as you're moving through everything in your careers as well. We'll be playlisting songs to the songs we found on Twitch playlist tonight. I'll be making content about the songs we found on Twitch in the last week or tomorrow, actually. So let's get started. Let's get into it. If you guys don't follow us, make sure you go do that. Like I said, when we get to 4,000 followers on there, I'll give away another free consultation. I'm in the process of planning one right now with our last winner. Shout out to you guys for entering. All right. So we're going to start with a couple from the super skip queue. Again, like I said, if you want to do paid skip, it's 5. Super skip's 10. Crash Out by Finesse is going to be our first one of the night. Let us know what you think in the chat. As always, I do want to know what you guys think of these songs in the chat. And just for everybody who is submitting, if you can submit Spotify, that is better, but it's okay. We'll survive in this case. All right. All right, this is Crash Out by Finesse. Let us know what you think in the chat. Gets the super skip. We up. Honestly, the super skip's kind of nice for anybody who's like, nah, I got to get my shit to the top. It's an option. You know what I mean? Shout out to Eddie Mick and the Nero team as well for building such a good product. Hey. Man like Nessie on Instagram. This is probably my favorite Finesse song we've heard so far. Just all around, it feels like maybe the most polished, especially from a mix standpoint at least. Let us know what you think in the chat. Yeah, the vibe's good. It's a real chill. It's easy to listen to. Soraya Management says vibes. It's definitely something I would listen to. Cam Villa, what's going on? Welcome to the chat. Polo San Pablo, what's up? We're live on YouTube and on Twitch right now. Come hang out with us if you're around. Mix is solid and love the tone on this kind of beat, says Can't Speak Truth. I do too. This electric guitar is maybe a touch loud, just on the solo specifically. But and I think this is maybe the only part where it feels like the instrumentation is clashing with the vocal a little bit, and it's mostly because of that guitar solo. That's maybe the only thing I would say is, as it gets to this part, you want to make sure that the guitar solo is not overpowering the vocal still. That's maybe the only thing that I've heard in this one so far. Come hang out with us on Twitch or YouTube. We're live right now, and then you can be a part of the chat over there as well. I'll be paying more attention over them. Carson, what's going on, bro? Welcome to the chat. Make sure if you're submitting that you're doing it through Nero. And if you're rocking with this one from Vanessa, make sure you go follow Man Like Nezzy on Instagram. This song's called Crash Out. I really like the melody choices in the instrumentation and in the vocal. I do just think that that lead guitar, that solo guitar is a little overpowering. Hey man, I'm glad you like it. We've switched recently. Nero was founded by one of our community members actually, and he came up and showed it to me in real life, and I was like, you know what, this is way better. And also Twitch increased the subscription price, so this way we could keep the price down to $5. As Twitch gets more expensive, you know, I don't want to price people out of the paid skip. So Jeremy said this is nasty good. The song itself is very good. Everything about this feels good, but the only thing that I would say is just that I wish that guitar, that lead guitar, did not get as loud in some of those moments. What kind of webcam do I use? I use the Logi... Hold on, I can tell you. I use the Logi... This one, it looks like this. I don't know if it's this actual one, but it is of this variety. The Logitech C920, it shoots in 4K as well, honestly. It might not be this exact one, but it looks like this right now when I'm looking at it. But it's a Logitech, and it does it in 4K too, so that's nice. What's up, Check the Rhyme? How you doing? That was Crash Out by Finesse. We got Flooded by Sedarius up next. I may have submitted this before it was finished, but I'm releasing it tonight at 9 p.m. at midnight Eastern. All right, beautiful. Let us know what you think in the chat. If you are releasing music this week, make sure you put it on my release calendar. I check that every Friday before I update my New Music Friday playlist. And we'll be trying to make it as easy as possible, so make sure you submit in there, all right? I don't know. I think you can put waves in Nero as well. You can upload directly. Or you can send an untitled link if you want. Either way is fine. I hope you can do waves, because I prefer wave files personally. Don't give you grace no more when you fuck up. Take your loss, move on, nigga, shut up, turn it off. If I ain't making no ends, they tell me I ain't a boss. So I really like the vocal tone on this. Overall, it's MP3 only. Okay, so MP3 only. Sorry, on the Nero platform. But if you want to send a wave, upload it to like SoundCloud or somewhere and just send me the wave file as a link. You can do it with Dropbox or Box or something as well. It is a fire tone. I do feel like the high end of the vocal mix is a little harsh. And I think it's also partially because of the reverb too. If you listen in really close, you can hear some of that mouth noise, some of those like, some of the sibilance, some of those like parts in the vocal, like especially in the EQ that maybe aren't the sweetest parts of the vocal. And then also like plosives on the Fs and things like that, right? Like you want to be careful of that stuff in the mix. I think I heard it earlier on in the song more than later on. Once these drums come in, it kind of gets some of that out a little bit. But it does feel like EQ-wise on this vocal, you are kind of squashing it a little bit, and I'd love to hear you open it up a little bit more. Oh, why did it do that? Sorry, that's literally never done that before. Sedarius on Instagram, Cerdarious. Sorry about that. Yeah, what's up? We're live on Twitch and YouTube right now. Come hang out. I really like the song a lot. I think I'll probably end up supporting this anyway. The mix is not like, it's not the most egregious thing. I think just from this to the next one, for me, that would improve it a little bit. And just a little bit more fullness in the vocal than we're getting. But as a song, it's a really, really good song. Like, I'd listen to this, I'd playlist it. I'd feel things while I'm listening to it. I mean, that's something that I'm always talking about in here. I want music to make me feel things. I do think another note that I'd probably tell you is like, and this is more of a note creatively for the future, is especially on songs like this, when you build into this ending, right? One of the things that I always think is really good about stuff that is a little bit more chill, and Kev Speaks Truth says it sounds perfect, and he's an engineer, so maybe listen to him over me. But I think one of the things that I would say, and this is more of a creative thing, as you go into the end of that song, having it build into some sort of like more layered vocal moments would be really good. So like having like either like not a choir necessarily, but some sort of vocal arrangement behind the female vocalist. Like I think there's a reason why in certain rap songs that are so chill and laid back, sometimes you'll have those choir moments, and it's not only because it breaks the song up a little bit and just adds something more, but then there's a build, right? So it doesn't feel flat throughout. So it's more of a suggestion than anything. But I think if you're going to be making more music in that space, something to think about as you go forward, arrangement wise at least, is how the song builds towards that climax moment towards the end, and then you can pull everything back for the ending. But I do think building into something that is a little bit more layered would be one way just to continue to build off of what is already quite a good sound for you, and something that I do feel like fits your vocal and fits your style of music and style of writing. It's the exclamation mark goes first, but I can't spell, so here you go. Now you've got it in there. All right, Let It to Max by Solani up next. We got two more, and then we'll do our first free skip of the evening. This is Let It to My Ex. Let us know what you think in the chat. And thank you for the new follow, Cam Villa, Aqua Virgius, and Zell X. Let us know what you think. Campbell, everything's chill, man. We're just on Twitch right now. If you want to come hang out, we're live for the next 2 hours, just listening to music and chilling. If you got any questions, if anybody wants to ask anything, feel free. Ooh. Ooh. I love the vocal layers already in this one. Oh yeah, and that's totally fine, but that happens as well. So I do like this. Love the layering, love the harmony choices. Timing-wise, it's a little messy just with the different layers, so that's one thing I would just listen for. It's like if you're gonna be doing that many vocal layers, just make sure they line up properly. Like the production. Kick feels maybe a touch quiet, but I like the production style. Anybody here fuck with music? Yes, all of us. I think if the mix improved on this one, it's kind of perfect from a writing and arrangement standpoint. I really like it. I do think the mix could use a little bit of work, and I do think the timing on some of the layers just needs to be a little bit cleaner. Stacks, what's good, bro? How you doing? I mean, strongest parts on the song for me are the melodic choices on the vocal. I actually love the melodic choices. It's the timing stuff for me, and I will say I'm like a stickler for timing, especially when it comes to layering, because I think that's when things start to feel a little messy with anyone, not just in this song. But if you're gonna be doing a lot of vocal layers, then it just, I mean, I could. Emmanuel, that's I hear a lot of potential. Keep recording. I will say this to Solani's music in general. I like the potential is there. It's just cleaning up some of the execution, and I think the more that you do that, the better it's gonna get. So just keep making music. But everything that I have heard has been super unique. It stands out. It doesn't really feel like anyone else, and I think that's also a really good thing about this artist. What tone are we on? We're on song number 4 right now of 49. Yeah, the flow is really good. There's a lot of things that I do really like about it. I think the mix and some of the timing is really the stuff that kind of stands out and is really the reason that I wouldn't playlist it. Check the rhyme. Yeah, I mean, I would, bro, to be honest. Like, I'm happy to kind of help people career-wise as well. I will say, and this is maybe the thing that I try and tell people generally, is that my career path has been very non-traditional in a sense. So sometimes my experience and the way that I've kind of worked through my career does not necessarily apply to everybody, and that's maybe the only thing I would say is like, you know what I mean? It's like everyone that, and I'm happy to, but at the same time, like I would never be like, oh, yo, if I just tell you this, it's like, boom, perfect. What time is it for me? I'm in New York, so it is 6:21 p.m. Eastern time right now. The things that stand out to me immediately is probably the vocal leveling, one, because the lead doesn't necessarily sit on top when all the other layers come in. The balance between the vocal and the production is another thing that I would say. If it's a 2-track and you've just got the beat as a whole thing, then there's not really all that much you can do. But the bass did feel like it kind of was a bit louder than everything else, especially when it was coming in on those chorus moments. You have all this other stuff happening, but for some reason the bass is still kind of overpowering some of those vocal layers. And I think that's maybe the thing I would say. Yeah, perspective for sure, bro. Like, you can always ask me questions anyway. I mean, like, we talk, so like you could just hit me up and ask me if you have like stuff that you need just perspective on, and I'll just send you a voice note. I don't have a problem with that. You don't need to do a whole ass consultation, or you could just ask me here and I would tell you. Okay, yeah. So I would say mostly leveling. Like, honestly, I think if you get the leveling right, that's gonna help a lot. But at the same time, like, I do think it's the timing of certain things within those vocal layers and harmonies too, which is probably catching my ear maybe a little bit more than the mix, if I'm being honest. All right, Averio, Sophia Mena. The artist is Mulaney. Let us know what you think. This is my first time hearing this artist, I think. I don't know that I've ever heard this artist before. Okay, Puerto Rican. Just to preface, I don't speak Spanish well, so I'm not going to understand the lyrics necessarily. So if anybody does speak Spanish and you can comment on the lyrics, please do. Oh. Is this fucking the melody to Painted Black by the Stones? It totally is. I like the interpolation immediately. Sampling Stupid Fire off rips is Kip Speak Truth. This one feels really good. Painted Black for sure, yeah. Vocal mix could still use a little bit of work, but I do like this. Yeah, overall mix does feel a little bit low. Lost in income. You can interpolate and not get sued. I tell people this all the time. If interpolate over sampling, because you can get away with it for the most part. Especially if the lyrics are different. Not as good, says Innate ATL. Yeah, let us know what you think in the chat. I love how the vocal fits too. I would like it to feel a little bit bigger, right? Which is, I think, maybe is the thing with the master. It's only 2 lines. It's not the whole song. And the chorus doesn't interpolate either. I think you get away with it. Even if this blew up, I think you get away with it. It's pretty drastically different from a production standpoint too. Like, it's just these 4 lines right here at the top. Yeah, because the song feels big, I think, vocally. I just wish it felt bigger from a production standpoint too. But I did save this one because it's a really cool idea, and I like the direction of this a lot, actually. Millenny.baby on Instagram. If you're rocking with us, go follow. Really cool idea. I love the interpolation on this. I'm not even a big Rolling Stones fan, but it immediately caught me, so. It was a cool way to use that. I don't know that I've ever heard anybody use it that way. I feel like I've definitely heard people sample it before. I guess I've never really heard anyone, like, interpolate it that way. I like that. All right, we're going to play this one by The Other Side, off air, The Other Side, and then we'll do our first free skip of the evening. So get your submissions in for free if you have not already, because we're going to spin the wheel and see who we get. La Diva and Jack L, The Other Side off air remix. Let us know what you think of the chat.
Stay up with the sun. It's feeling like
I feel like I remember off air sending us a lot of drum and bass stuff,
everything I want, I got,
which I've been fucking with recently. So let us know what you think in the chat. Sound design's been pretty solid from off air so far.
My heartbeat's wide open. My heartbeat's wide open. Your aura is golden. Your aura is golden. That is my focus. I'm changing right before your eyes. Making
Now, what is this, man? Who put a link in their name section? I gotta take you out.
who I'm supposed to be. Yeah.
Oh. This high end is super crunchy, to be honest, but I like where it's going. I like how crunchy it is in the context of this genre. Because it fits within the genre really, really well. Yeah, you can submit as many songs as you want. Late Ice Music says, nice. Jeremy is dancing. This is one of my favorite gifts of all time that you've used in the chat. What's up, Dad? If you're in the chat, let us know where you're watching from as well. Late Ice says, the person who tries to make DMB, this is so cool. I think the sound design on this is wonderful. The synths all fit together in a really nice way. All these layers. Vocal sample cuts through in a nice way, too. It's nice. It's not boring. Sometimes like drum and bass producers can be boring. Not boring. The arrangement on this is really cool. It moves, you know what I mean? There's like different phases to it. It feels dynamic as you're listening to it. I think that's something I listen for from production. We got Naples, we got Houston in the chat. Drum and bass has had like a huge resurgence over the last few years as well, which is cool. Oh. I like that. I like that little effect. It's like what, like a wind down on the vocal there. That doesn't always feel good. This has got that energy. Honestly, I've been pretty sleepy all day, so this is the energy that I needed. Alex Norman, what's up? We're listening to the off-air remix of La Diva and Jack L right now, The Other Side. As far as remixes, and I haven't heard the original, I'm gonna be real, but as far as remixes go, this was an enjoyable remix to listen to. If you guys are getting ads right now, sorry. Twitch ads are a little aggressive. You can go watch over on YouTube if you want to. Or you can sub if you want to, which is also an option for you if you want ad-free viewing. Let's do our first free bump of the evening. Who's it gonna be? Let's spin the wheel. I love spinning the wheel. It's one of my favorite parts of the stream. Is spinning the wheel because I never know what I'm gonna get. Shower with Rats. You are our first winner of the evening. Ooh. White wine / sleeping pills. Okay. Okay. Do you. This one.
Super Flames.
This is Shower with Rats, aka Lavish and the Marauder. White wine, sleeping pills. Let us know what you think in the chat. Our first free bump of the evening. A much more chill and a little bit quieter electronic song this time around. Let us know what you think in the chat. Nothing serious, just a fun little jam. It's very ambient. Lavish and the Marauder. I mean, one, I will say, for me, this is a very personal thing. I struggle with music like this because it makes me a little anxious. But that is a very me and my brain thing. I don't know that everybody would feel this way. I mean, sure, D-Bells, ask whatever questions you want. I don't have all the answers, but I'll try. Of course. I'm in Brooklyn, too. Shout out to you. Thank you for sending it in. I liked it a lot. It was really cool. Okay, so I like the sound design on this. I like the arrangement. The constant... It's kind of what, like a xylophone almost. That sound is it makes me a little anxious, to be honest. Again, that's very much just a me thing. There's definitely an audience for this, and I do think there's a lot of people that would enjoy this. There's a lot of people that listen to this more like ambient electronic music while they study, while they work during the day. I do like the way it develops and builds. This moment's really nice right here. It almost feels a little like Rat-a-Tatty, if you listen to Rat-a-Tat at all. So Alex Norman said Fortet vibes. I could hear that too. Not necessarily for me, but I do think there's an audience for it. Nigel, what's going on? Welcome to the chat. Never betray. Welcome to the chat, man. I love Atlanta. So we've got a lot of friends in Atlanta. Spent a lot of time in Atlanta. Yeah, Alex Norman likes it. Look, that's what I'm saying. There's going to be plenty of people that like this. For me and my brain, it's a little overstimulating, but again, that's like such a personal thing. I couldn't say that there's anything like objectively not right about the production or the development. It feels like it moves well, and the mix is pretty good. The sound design is pretty good. I think for me, it's just maybe slightly overstimulating, and that's kind of hard. Cooking music low-key, says Alex Norman. Jeremy says, my ADHD brain is pleased. That's so funny. Like, I just struggle with that stuff. I don't know why, but then I'll listen to, like, the most, like, chaotic jazz shit, like, be super into it. It makes no sense, in all honesty. It might just be the sound, like, the actual, like, frequency of certain sounds, because I do feel like with xylophone-y, like, glockenspiel-y sounds, like, those always kind of set me off a little. But yeah. 6 p.m. Sunset Parmesan. In My Skin V2 Work in Progress by Alex Norman. Up next, new track from last night I'm working on. Overall, good job. All that to say, pretty solid. But if it doesn't speak to me, it doesn't speak to me because of my own brain, not because of anything you did. In My Skin V2, Alex Norman. Let us know what you think in the chat. It's been a very dancey start to the stream so far. I don't know how this happened, because I've historically not worked in electronic at all. But I'm not mad at it. You guys are out here, and you produce great music, so... Tech House's Late Eyes. Yeah. Bass/club is what's on the SoundCloud genre. But I've been fucking with this producer recently. AlexNorman.music on Instagram out of Vancouver. The build-up's really nice. Interested to see this drop and where it goes. Hey. I don't know why it isn't synth still bother my brain the same way. I feel like that one bass note that comes in on that drop needs a little bit of tweaking still. I like the idea, but the timing feels a little weird. Guest Speaks True says, fuck yes. The drop is really nice. That's the only thing I would say, is that one bass note still feels a little off. But outside of that, the rest of this feels really good. Sound design, again, is really strong, bro. Personally feels too loud, says Late Eyes. Yeah, it does. It's the thing that catches the ear a little bit more than it should. The rest of it's so good, too. I think that's the reason we all hear it that way. It is kind of a vibe, though. I don't know. Let us know what you think in the chat. Manual Best is hard. Vocals are cool as fuck, too. I do like the use of vocal sample. I like the way it's flipped. I like the way it's chopped inside of this, too. Still a work in progress from last night at the studio. And yeah, look, like, this was made 24-ish hours, maybe less than 24 hours ago, so you definitely get some grace for that. These builds are really nice, though. I'm always telling people, the arrangement of a song is so important. Oh, I like the switch up on the second drop, too. Ike could hear this at 3 points. What is 3 points, bro? I don't know what that is. Sounds like a song that'll be on FIFA. You could put this on FIFA for sure. Any racing game. This should actually be on the Forza soundtrack. Oh, it's a big festival in Miami. It's like EDC. It is very good, bro. You gotta finish this one. Again, AlexNorman.music on Instagram. Straight house and shit? Oh, okay. Defa Vibe says, kiss my chast. That's a great username. Not as dubstep and shit heavy as DDC. Yeah, I will say I'm not the biggest dubstep fan. It's really got to be special if it's dubstep. Maybe that's just because I'm old and I remember the starts of dubstep, and it just, you know, I wish there would have been more innovation within the dubstep style. Gonna pitch it to Sick Dance, just sign my first signal with them. Need to send this stuff to Yuri too. Yes, you do. Yes, you do, bro. And you should maybe try and collab, because she's producing music as well now. She's got a new single coming out soon, which you should check. I think you'd probably like it also. It seems like musically you guys would actually vibe a lot, so you should definitely reach out. And if you want, you can tell her that I told you to do that too. She'll know. She sings too. I think she does. Yeah, because my wife used to be. So my wife knew her from high school. That's how I know. And I think they used to be in choir together at one point. So she definitely can sing. I don't know if she does it as much these days, but I know she can. She's capable. AlexNorman.music on Instagram. I kissed your best friend at 3:59 on a Tuesday from Trin. FDW. I low-key love the title of this song as well. Let us know what you think. I love the title of this song. We'll see if I like the song as much, but the title is a win in itself. Imagine being a truck driver and your destination is 30 miles and you only have 29 miles of diesel left. You fucked. With this track, you'll get there. I'm dead. You gotta put it into neutral. Roll out the exit.
From this year, baby. All I do is lie and cheat and hide it with my insecurity. I know you'll find someone better.
I like the idea on this a lot.
I've been telling you for centuries.
The only thing, yeah, the pitch on this is a bit off. That's one thing I was gonna say, same as Kev. The other thing that I don't know that I'm crazy about is the strings in the production. Because they clash with the vocal a little bit. I think it's specifically the strings that I'm hearing clash with the vocals a tiny bit.
I know he got bands, but you know my band's bigger than you outside. Catching other vibes with other guys. Now I'm popping pills and getting high.
You know what you're doing to me. Drowning in the deepest sea. Crying.
So again, similarly to the Solani one, there's maybe some of the vocal layers that feel like they might be slightly timing-wise off where they should be, and that makes it feel a little messy at times. So that's again something that I would point out. Just really listen out for. Like if you're doing vocal harmonies, you got to make sure the timing's on. Even if you're nudging things around, even if you're comping things in, there's moments where it feels a little messy, but I think the idea is really solid again. We got 53 in the chat right now. Holy shit. What's up, chat? Welcome in. If you're here for the first time, make sure you submit your music. It's free to submit. We do have a paid skip queue if you want to get guaranteed you get played on stream today. You can do all that in Nero, though, which is in the chat.
Got me pressed like a bill. Me, my breath sucked up like my chest getting filled. I get drugged up when you mess with the field.
The other thing I would say is not all of the vocal mixes are consistent with each other. That is something that I always try and push towards, especially if you're going to be making these crew cuts. As much as you can record in the same place or have the same person mix them, it's going to help that mix feel more consistent throughout. Just only says I mess with trend. Ami says, I really like the idea of vibe pivot because use some cleaning up and space being made in the mix. I think that's the thing. There is a lot of things happening at once, so creating a little bit more space for vocals to punch through would be good.
Pressure we face anytime it's a grease. I send a subpoena because I need to see you. I pledge my allegiance. What happens in Vegas needs to stay between us.
Vulcan Gaming just sent in my track for a skip, bro. Beautiful. We have 1, 2, let's see. We got song 8 right now. When we get to song 11, we'll do another free skip from the submission form as well. Thank you guys for doing the paid skip if you are doing that. I appreciate it. I am going to say, 1, title of the song, fantastic. 2, the song has grown on me the further we get into it, which is a good thing. Usually it's the opposite. If there's something that's catching me about a song at the beginning of the song, sometimes, you know, in my brain I'm like, all right, I'm ready to go to the next song. But I will say this one's grown on me throughout. It is catchy. It's got a good vibe to it. I think the main things that I'm hearing are just creating a little bit of space, cleaning up some of those layers to make sure the timing is right. Yeah, Spotify link's totally fine. Better than Apple. If you're submitting, please use Spotify over Apple. The thing that would stop me from playlisting it, and this is the thing that I will say, is it's just like there's a lot going on. Yeah, I like it a lot, but there is a lot going on. It can be a little overstimulating as you're listening to it. The more music you make, the easier it'll be to trim things down. And quite honestly, I usually tell people, it's like, yo, like, when you've made a song, and this is something that took me a really long time to learn as a producer too. Like, I used to overproduce the fuck out of every beat that I was trying to make and put way too many fucking elements in it because I just wanted things to stand out and be super musical. If you've ever watched Insecure, there's a perfect example of this in one episode of Insecure where fucking Daniel's trying to pitch a beat and he's like, I want it to be all musical and shit. And then his homie comes in who's got more placements and is like, yo, you just gotta simplify it a little bit. And the rapper's like, yo, I prefer this simple beat because you gotta leave space for the vocal, right? So as a producer, I think this is something I've learned over time. Yeah. Produce it up, build it up, make it what you want to make it. But learn how to strip things back and make it simpler so that the fucking vocals can punch through, because that's what a vocalist is going to want. And I think that's the thing sometimes that gets lost with producer artists, is that you're thinking about the production thing, you want to make it really musical and crazy, but at the same time, sometimes pulling it back and making it simple is the thing that's going to make people like it more. You know what I mean? And that's something that I've had to learn, even myself as a creative, is just being able to strip things down, being able to simplify things and make more space. Yeah, I remember that episode and Daniel was tripping. Bro, I remember this episode too. We watched it again recently, my wife and I think I understood it more this time around and was like, you know what? This guy's fucking right. He's really fucking right. Like, you do have to strip things out and make it more simple. And there's a reason that those types of beats do so well and those songs end up being hits, right? Like, sometimes if you listen to like a hit song without the vocal on it, it doesn't quite sound the same because the beat's not a hit on its own. But you've got to keep in mind that, like, if there's a vocalist going on this, it's different if you make an instrumental music. Make it as complicated, as complex as you want. Make the craziest composition you want to make. But if you are making beats that you're trying to get placed, or if you are producing with a vocal in mind, just make sure you keep that vocal in mind. When the artist is done recording, you take out a bit or add a bit to complement the vocals. Exactly. Producing around the vocals is a good thing too. But his niece was telling him the same thing, like, doing too much, he had too much going on. Yeah, exactly. Less is more. I agree. Overall, great idea. Liked the song. Super catchy by the end of it. But the biggest note that I would have is just it feels like there's a lot going on at times. You could probably pull some of those production things back or some of those vocal layers back just to make more space for that lead. That's it. But good job overall. Trent FTW, if you were fucking with that one, make sure you go follow. Double Chin Tim, Self-Destructive, up next. Let us know what you think in the chat. This is an official lyric video. Is this real? Is this AI? Please let me know if this is real or AI music, because I feel like it is important for me to know the difference between both. Hats off to me, Carson. I'm going to reach up there and grab another one, all right?
Self-destructive, baby, that's how I function. I'm already in hell.
All right, this doesn't sound like AI music. I'm going to throw the Farm Angels hat on.
Bring the team with me, baby, no bluffing. Fuck that. Only
There's so many fucking hats in this room.
Fuck that. What you waiting for, homie? Just pass the blunt. Fuck that.
Okay, I'm not mad at this. Like, I will say, this is like a lot of, like, I heard a lot of artists in this space that I've liked in the past. Wave check. Yeah, sorry. I need another haircut. I just got it trimmed last week, but I already need another one. Do you have to time one by skips? No, you can do whatever. It's just a guarantee that we'll play a song before the end of the stream, but every 5 we'll do a free skip as well.
But I am. Weight on my chest, lungs full of stress, along with the blonde on my hand. I really don't need checks.
All right, so the thing that I would say about this one, right? Songwriting wise, keep working at it. That's just a practice thing. More songs you write, the easier the songwriting will get, the smoother things will feel, right? There are things I really like about this in the writing. There's a story that you're telling, which I'm not mad at. I actually think the flow is pretty good. Voice is unique, but it fits into a very specific space, I think. It's not that I've never heard an artist with this kind of vocal tone before, because I have, but it sits in a very specific place. If you listen to Anise or anyone like that, right? Like, I feel like that vocal will maybe feel a little bit more like this. A lot of potential in the vibe, for sure. I would work on the tuning of the vocal a little bit, right? Yeah, need some pitching, some tuning help. But there's like things that I do like here. I think some layers will bring it to life a little bit more. That always helps. Some harmonies, some background vocals, maybe some ad-lib type vibes, like, you know what I mean? Like, those things are important because they fill up the space around the vocal so that things don't feel too empty, right? So when you're starting to make music, I think a lot of times people don't really think about it. But it is something like, as you continue to build and continue to make music, start thinking about those layers and additive things. It's what makes artists like Kendrick so great to listen to and so interesting to listen to, right? Lyric video is solid. It does exactly what it needs to do. I mean, the more that you do it also, like, again, like, producing videos is going to become easier. If you can, like, if you're doing the lyric video already, shoot some footage. You know what I mean? Like, you got an iPhone, go outside, set up a camera, shoot some footage. Like this right here. Sorry, I'm going to go back to my intro screen really quickly. That is literally just shot out of my window on my iPhone and then color graded. So, like, this has been the thing that I've been trying to do with anything else that like, you know what I mean? Is just add some movement, add some variation so it doesn't just feel like a slideshow with lyrics. And then as you do that, it'll continue to build. It sounds like an intro to a movie. You could definitely see it in TV or something like that. So, you know, keep that in mind also when you're making songs. Reminds me of Travis McCoy, Swayze. Definitely in that Travis McCoy, Swayze kind of realm, which is why I don't feel like it's not something I've heard before. You know what I mean? It sounds familiar, but at the same time, there's things that can continue to improve, and I'll just keep building off of that sound. You know what I mean? I think it fits your voice. We got another one from Double Chin Tim, though, right now. This is Let It Breathe. Let us know what you think in the chat. And Tim, if you got socials, put them in the chat so we can pull them up, too. So if anyone's fucking with this, we want to make sure they go follow you also. We'll have a free skip coming up after this one. Oh, totally different vibe.
Ran out of fucks lately, been kinda stuck. I've been caught in a rut, sticking the muds, had enough. Excavating is tough. Yeah, I've been low, but not this low before. Disappear like
I kind of prefer this vibe for your voice. I like the other one, but there's something about this one, bro.
Fingers, I'm home alone. Need to make about 6 figures off of recording flows ridiculous. Saying fuck government, bipartisan.
Oh, let us know what you think in the chat. We just listened to one Double Chin Tim song. This is the second one. Totally different vibe than the first one. I feel like this fits your voice. Kind of maybe a little bit better. Zell says I like his music.
50 cents in the bank, still at PIMP. Got a ism with the rhythm flow retarded or something. That's so Raven.
Kind of reminds me of 21 Pilots, says Emmanuel Best. Rob's Prod says very nice. Some Nafia says yes, agree, definitely this vibe fits the vocals. Think I prefer this more, says Kev Speaks Truth. I think this stands out to me a little bit more than the other one. And maybe that's just because I like this type of music more. But Carson says the fuck with it fits in the lane well. It shouldn't be too hard to get in there and get your name out in the lane. I agree with that too. Check the Rhyme says this is cool. I'd say don't try and pronounce every syllable. Yeah, don't enunciate. Don't feel like you need to enunciate as much. Lean back into that natural voice. I used to do that shit when I first started out too. I felt like I needed to enunciate every single word, every syllable, but I've come to find that it's actually, when you lean back into that natural voice, it's actually better. Yo, if you're in the chat, yeah, here we go. Double Chin Tim. Let's pull up the socials. I'm gonna be keeping up, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. DoubleChin.Tim on Instagram. My man has no posts, though. Add some content to your Instagram, bro. Kizloni says, I like this. He's flowing. Look, man. I think the writing on this is stronger, in my opinion, too. I don't know. It just fits the B style. To me, it feels like you kind of hit a lick on this, and it maybe feels more natural overall, even though there's things about the delivery that you could lean back into a little bit more, like into your own natural voice without pushing it. First track was 4 years ago. Okay, well then, fuck, Jesus. Then that is a lot of growth in 4 years, and I think that's probably why I lean towards this. This one was from last week. I would like some more effects, though, says Kev. I don't disagree with that. A little bit more processing on the vocal will help it stand out even more. Like there's some delays on some of the parts. You can do all kinds of things with that. All right. Can I put your name in a song, Tane Runo, and we'll do a next free skip. Let us know what you think in the chat. As always. Ooh. TANERUNO. Oh. Jeez, dude, this is fire. See, filters and effects is what we're talking about. This has form and shifting on it. This has got effects on the vocals. It feels more polished because of that. And there's so much, like, if you think about the texture of the song while you're listening to it, right? There's so many different things happening that all sit in their own spaces in a really nice way that keeps you engaged. Cool effects and very creative. I love this, actually. Tane Runo. Is it Tane Runo? Tane Runo? If you're in the chat, let us know. Regardless, I fuck with this heavy. This is beautiful. Canvas, this is tough. Great beat choice, too. Nice 1 minute and 36 seconds of easy listen. I'd listen to this probably like Tane Runo. Tane Runo. Thank you. Yeah, you did an amazing job on this, man. Great job on the production, too. I really like this a lot. Did you produce Dodge Blue for Kendrick? Is that real? Holy shit, dude. Congratulations to you, also. You can see how the beat isn't doing too much and thereby letting his vocals shine. Yes. Bruh. I'm sorry. We have someone who's produced for Kendrick in the chat. I am starstruck right now. When I tell you, I have bumped the fuck out of that song, bro. Congratulations to you. Amazing job on that also. Thank you for one of my favorite drops of last year as well. Thank you for your contribution. I like the strings at the end. It says Vampire 7. Vampire? Hey, man. Nah, thank you. You don't have to thank me. This is why I do this shit, because I love hearing music from artists. And people just, like, actually putting work in, man. And, like, obviously you're doing that. Obviously it's paying off. But the music is sick. So thank you for sending it. I really, really appreciate it. All right. Let's do another free skip, man. Let's get another one of these free skips going. Let me make sure I got everybody, because we got a big skip queue today. So I want to try and get as many people as possible. You know, it's always about getting as many artists as possible through this stream. Yeah, bro, keep me updated as well. Just this stuff is dropping, because I could definitely see myself supporting in playlists. Genshin. Up next. Angel Eyes. Let's see what's up with this one. Oh, I have to go in here because we've got a couple super skips. Angel Eyes, Genshin. Hey, man, I love that we got so many AAPI artists in here, too. Just one Asian to the rest of you. It makes me really happy to see you all making so much music and doing it at such a beautiful level. Not that I'm not psyched about the other artists in here, too. But just growing up, we didn't have that many Asian artists to listen to.
You've led me round in circles.
Beautiful.
Again.
Where are you from?
Must be nice to keep me around, running me through your
That song is not out yet from Tay and Reno.
legs are giving out.
Yeah, this is beautiful. Immediate save.
Angel eyes, we're tripping round these hurdles again.
It's cool because he's almost got an English accent, like a British accent. But I'm really curious to know where this artist is from. Genshin, are you in the chat? Genshin, 4 N's on Instagram.
Been waiting all this time for you to make up your mind.
I keep feel like I could hear Clams Casino sampling this, man. You might have just given me an idea.
So now
I might need to go chop this up.
on the floor.
Very nice voices, Chiseloni. It's really beautiful. Super, super nice tone. Alex Norman wants to remix this too. Go rip it off of YouTube right now. UK garage vibes. I could hear it. Wow. Emmanuel Best has amazing voice. This artist has to be friends with Bags, who we've been listening to from Malaysia recently. Singapore? Singapore. Some Nafius is beautiful. I actually love this. The strings sound really good too.
I don't mind, but it's making me dizzy when you say you've missed me. Believe
Thanks for the follow, Jazvan. Welcome to the chat. This is the build that I'm talking about too, you know what I mean? Something that started off a little bit more simple is built into this climax. We're still a minute away from the end of the song, but we're having this moment of just build, 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 build. We got strings, we got piano that's come in, we got a cello coming in right now. Maybe the only thing that I would have loved to have heard a little bit more of is that build in the vocal as well, some more vocal stacks. But it's really nice. I mean, this reminds me of like MXM Tune a little bit, Love a little bit. Really beautifully done. And then see everything strips back down. You go back into this simple moment. That's why arrangement's so important, because it takes you on this journey through a song. Right here, vocal layers. To me, that would have been the absolute perfect way to end this. You know what I mean? Gives me Sade in a little bit of a way too, says Kev. Amazing tone, says Check the Rhyme. Overall, really, really beautiful song. If I'm being super, super picky, like I said, the biggest thing that I would say is just more of a build in that vocal as well. But that went straight into the playlist. Genshin, 4 N's. Make sure you go follow if you're rocking with that one. We've got Sophia with Todos y Ramos up next. New single released by Mulaney, translated to We All Cry Again. I don't speak Spanish, so you guys are going to have to keep me honest with the lyrics here and whether the storytelling is good in the lyrics. Big Sade vibes. All right, everybody's giving the Sade comparison, which is pretty cool. Ravon, what's going on, bro? This is Todos Lloramos by Mulaney. Let us know what you think in the chat. Puerto Rican out of Brooklyn, though?
So here we go.
We did not yet, Ravon. We're still going through the paid skip queue, which has been quite robust today.
Okay.
Based in Barcelona. Oh, sick. Is she from Barcelona? No, she's Puerto Rican though, right? From Puerto Rico, now based in Spain. We met a videographer recently from Valencia. I think it was absolutely incredible. I love that. Spain is beautiful, honestly. Like I got to go to Spain a lot when I was younger. Well, not that much. I've been to Sevilla and Cadiz, and I loved it. So again, production-wise, vocally, love the direction of this. Mixed master could be maybe a little bit louder, a little bit more hard hitting, but there's so much that I like about this. Like low-key reminds me of like the early Rosalia stuff, where it was maybe a little bit more flamenco based. I mean, obviously this is not flamenco, but just vocally, production-wise, the way that everything was a little bit more organic feeling. I think before she started to get more into like the heavy electronic stuff, it reminds me of that era, like that beginning era of Rosalia stuff. It's just the approach to writing and vocal delivery more than anything. Yeah, tonally, movement-wise. I agree, Kev, entirely. Beautiful. Yeah, I immediately saved this too. That's 2 for 2 for me with this artist. Come through vocals. Really beautiful. I love that she pushed. You know what I mean? Like it was nice to hear an artist like actually push the vocal like that. Mulaney.baby on Instagram. Good emotionally. Love the passion as she builds his Kev Speak Truths. Never betray. Is it never betray? Says love it. Moss, you did not miss your song yet. No. Check the rhyme says I can't understand the words, but I can feel the message. Same. The fact that the song is called We All Cry, it's giving that vibe through the vocal performance. And that is something that you'll hear me say a lot on here as well about vocalists. If you are a singer, make me feel the thing you want me to feel. I don't need to understand the lyrics. If you can make me feel the way I'm supposed to feel through your delivery, and I think she's done an amazing job of that on this song. I could see this in a movie. I could see this in a TV show immediately. Yeah, the strings, they're a really nice tone. They actually feel like really organic and real. Usually my biggest qualm with strings on tracks is just the VST digital feeling nature of them. These feel really real. It's also a great string arrangement. We can talk about that too. I mean, you've got these legato notes that are playing on top. You have a little bit more staccato as well in the background, giving it that bounce, giving that rhythm. It's a really good string arrangement.
It's only true because we believe.
It's what, like a 3-4 part, maybe 5 part. Really good. Really, really good. Super impressed by that one. Mulaney.baby on Instagram, MALENI.baby. Again, out of Barcelona, but originally from Puerto Rico. Automating these strings might help give it a real feel. Yes, that is also true. That's also an option. It does take a lot of time, though. I think the biggest thing for me is finding string VSTs that actually feel real, more than having to like finesse them and make them feel that way. But there is one, oh my god, what are they called, bro? Fire Labs or something like that. Some sort of labs. Some sort of labs, and they're free and they sound amazing. I'll Google it in a second. Good grief, very rough. Chisel needs the Lord. Up next, let's keep it going. Me and my homie made this a couple of days ago. Been thinking about this concept together for a long time. To make something that you just feel. Love it. Spitfire Labs. Thank you for not making me Google it. This is Good Grief featuring J.O. with Chislonies. Let us know what you think. Now Crow Hill Company. Oh, they changed it. They changed it. Their strings are fire, though. That's maybe the one VST that I'd point to as being, like, having really, really good string sounds. Because I think they recorded them live with, like, the BBC Symphony.
This flow is CBT.
Found a left. Oh, no. Is it still free?
They rather hit the bar than sing for relief. I know they will fight, but they've hit it in the leaf.
Yeah, BBC Orchestra by them is insane. I agree. I played around with it a little bit. Not enough, though.
You can have my shoulder just lean. Let the pain pour, I'll receive it. Let it seep through the heart of my sleeve. Just breathe.
Let us know what you think in the chat.
Just breathe.
I like this.
Pain gon' ease.
As a song, this is definitely something that I would listen to.
I know how it feels.
Oh shit, we had somebody in the chat on YouTube too. Sorry, I missed it. Pull us on Pablo. Thanks, Mula Moss. Unfortunately, I'm almost out. Huxoma says I'm sweating. Why? Big Leroyce vibe says Double Chin Tim. I love it. I like the idea, but definitely hear it once it's finalized. There are some parts that feel a bit strange. I like the vocal layering. Like, I like the higher register melodic on top of and just the way the like whispered delivery almost is really nice too. Guys, we already got 54 in the chat today. You guys are the best. Just saying, maybe a little singer in there to break it up too. I'm a big fan of adding like a more melodic part to songs like this. It does lend some melodies. It's a really good beat. Almost like a Tiller-esque kind of like vocal on the end there. I mean, you could just throw something in if you wanted to. You don't have to though. All right, SOS Double Chin Tim up next. We got another one, bro. Double Chin Tim is out here today, bro, with another lyric video for us. Another homemade lyric video, which I'm not mad at. This one feels like you've developed in your video editing skills already. Let us know what you think in the chat. I may turn this down a little bit on my side. Crumb, thank you so much for the sub. 19 is crazy, bro. The last one was Chislonies. Did I not pull up his socials? My bad. Chislonies the Lord. Devious, my boy. Kenny says Chiloni got me back in the booth after some years. Look, he'll do that. I like this one a lot, bro. This actually feels like the perfect combo of song 1 that you played for us and song 2 that you played for us, where it does feel like you've kind of figured out your vocal delivery style and tone a little bit better. Production wise, it's maybe, yeah, we are still on paid skips. A lot of people put paid skips in as we've been going. Sorry, it does get like that. Crumb, if you have a skip for us, let me know, because we did move over to Nero. If you are just subbing to support, I appreciate you. But if you wanted to do a skip, let me know, and I'll go pull you up from the submission form. Asia, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Florida, France, been all over. Your name ain't Lisa, baby, you a Mona. Picture perfect, stretching out vocals. Lost on you don't have to pay. You don't have to pay to submit. It's free to submit. But if you want to get into the paid skip queue, it's $5, which is cheaper than subscribing on Twitch. And if you want to like super skip, you can for $10, and that's up to you. But that puts you into like a more prioritized queue. Loving on me, shit, I'm loving on you, but I didn't pack a shoe because I'm falling in. So I like this lyric video, actually. I feel like this lyric video works. Oh, no. I mean, I give them a 15% split of whatever I own, which is, again, less than what Twitch takes from a subscription. Yeah, you don't have to pay to use it, though. It's free as a user. Wonder if you still miss me, I know I miss you. Traveled the country, damn, I miss home. Every bitch ugly, missing your mom. Phone, I'm roaming. Yeah, I'll put you into the paid skip line, Crumb. Just make sure you submit a Nero, because I can't get it otherwise. Okay? You loving on me, shit, I'm loving on you, but I didn't pack a shoe. Yeah, so the super skip queue goes above the skip queue, which is just how they built Nero, so I can't really change that. But we're done with those now, so we're about to get into the skips as well. Oh, that's fire, bro. Make sure you hit up Eddie, because that'd be sick. There are a lot of streamers who do that, like producer streamers who do that too. I low-key want to do some shit like that myself. I might do a cook-up stream this weekend because my wife's out of town, so maybe I'll hop on like Saturday or something and just make beats for a little bit. I don't know, we'll see. Double Chin Tim, I like this one. Crumb, what's your artist name now? I'll go find it, all right? All right, and we listened to that one from Genshin already. So Nigel actually just did a super skip. So we're going to do this one from Nigel first. And then we will get into some more. Overall, I do think that one was, like, that felt like I said, song 1, song 2, the elements that I liked of both kind of put into one place, which is great. So I'm kind of cool. Like, I mean, I will say I liked you on the more rapped, like, beat production style. That's maybe not my favorite type of production style that we were just listening to, but I do think, again, super easy to listen to, super accessible for a lot of listeners. It could reach a younger audience as well. It could maybe work with sync. That one felt like a good combo of the two styles that you previously made, but more polished than song number 1, which you said was 4 years old. So I'm excited to hear more from you, in all honesty. It's just Crumb Now, I got you. Streaming's the future. It's like new radio. I agree. I think I felt that way a little bit. Wobble Knees was good. Welcome to the chat. This is Nigel X with Freaky Wildflower. Let us know what you think in the chat.
Perfect in this world.
Always want to know what you guys think of the songs, but please be respectful. That's the only rule in here, right? Yeah, bro. Keep it up. Keep it up. That's something there, man.
Yeah.
I am _ Nigel X.
Perfect in this world. In every single way.
Yes,
like a pearl.
of course.
Never made mistakes.
Super fire. Love the music.
The thought alone, I swear to God, can make a nigga hurl. Daddy was a rich man that was too religious.
So the thing that I would work on this one is delivery a little bit. I see the idea that you're going for. I don't know that the execution is quite there yet.
All the other girls around her, they
remind me of vintage Schoolboy Q.
She smile and wave like it's a parade. Every single day, gotta behave, pleasing the fam. That is the
in the mix, a little bit too much reverb delay on the lead vocal. Yeah, I can actually. Hold on 1 second.
Now let your head down, let your head down, smoke that shit. Let your head down, let your
accidentally
head
closed
down,
my tab.
Take a trip. Let your head down, let your head down, do it quick. Let your head down, let your head down. Oh, it's lit.
I'll make sure we get it in the skip keeper.
Rich man that was too religious. Mama was a housewife who just do the dishes.
I like the idea here a little bit too. Beat feels a bit too far back as well, says Kev Sings Truth. The mix is kind of keeping me out of this. It is a little further in the back than I would like to hear it. I think the chorus is kind of catchy. Mix could use a little bit of work, right?
Nowadays she makes cream by any means, and I'm skinny.
And the delivery thing is not throughout all the way. There's kind of moments here and there. Chislone's on Instagram for the last one, guys, if you missed it. I am _ Nigel X on Instagram for this one.
Ain't no joke that she like it raw, no funny shit. This ain't Eddie Murphy. Let your head down, let your head down, smoke that shit. I
actually think the chorus is pretty solid. Yeah, rapping his ass off. Lyrically, it's written well, right? Delivery is the biggest thing for me, and it's just finding that natural kind of sound from your vocal. There's moments where it feels like a little broken up. Yeah, keep recording, keep working on it. Honestly, like once you've recorded this, take the song, rap it a million times, like until it feels natural, and you'll find new pockets. I always used to be like that when I made music. It'd be like I take a song, and as I performed it more, and as I listened to it more, rapped it more back to myself, I'd kind of figure out what I wanted it to sound like, and I'd always end up going back to things and changing and editing them. I think the idea is pretty solid. There's moments where it kind of reminds me of Masego a little bit, like right here. Chorus is pretty solid. I like the beat choice. Maybe a little bit too much reverb delay on the vocal for my taste personally, on the lead specifically. But I think the biggest thing is just finding that natural kind of like delivery style, which it's close to, but I do still feel like there's some improvement that could be made on the delivery. That being said, we got another one from Nige up next called Your Room featuring Davion. So let us know. This one just came out. So let us know what you think in the chat. And hopefully that helps, bro. Yeah, like, again, like, just for everybody in the chat, like, I don't claim to just, like, have the answers by any means. This is just me giving you my opinion on what I hear. I listen to a lot of music every week, and these are just the things that will stand out to me as to why maybe I wasn't playlisting something or wouldn't playlist something, more so than it is you guys doing anything wrong. Everyone is at a different part of their journey, and all of this is learning. I am learning from listening to you guys as well, so it's not just me sitting here being like, I know everything. That's why I want you guys to give feedback in the chat, because it's important that you guys give feedback too, because there are going to be people who know more than me in a bunch of different spaces. You know what I mean? Demon Days turns 20 this year. Says Game of Jam. That's crazy. I do like this one. I will say this, like, sparkly synth pad is maybe the only thing that feels a little bit loud on this. Call me Sway Fox. I don't have the answers. Stop that. I've got more answers than that. Game of James says it literally changed my life. Wish this was a bit louder, but beautiful vibes is Kev Seeks Truth.
And all the other girls from my past, they got nothing on you, they for the streets, but you was different. Sweet, cute, loyal, and you freaking delicious.
Okay, timing-wise, this one's dead on, right?
Especially in the world where the people so fucking vicious, but the pain
totally, I'm not mad at it either. Mostly the mix. Bam Jones' favorite one so far, so look. Also found a new band called Silver Twin. Ooh. I'm into this band called Lip Filler right now. They're from the UK. I just found them recently and I can't get enough. Crumb says, wish I could roll up to this. Why can't you? Kev says, love this tone and punchlines. I would agree. Still at times the delivery feels slightly choppy, but I will say pretty solid. They sound like Elo says Game of Jam. Is it Jame or JM? Is it Game of J? I'm just calling you J, bro. You can be J. That's my dog's name also. So it'll be easy for me to remember. Okay, this is a vibe. 427 is a little long. I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna come back to it and listen to it again. Oh, no green. Oof. We got 52 in the chat. That is crazy, man. Sounds like a little too much compression, but it's fine nonetheless, says Carson. Love this type of beat too. Yeah, I love this bass line.
But I can surely say that you and me in this one room, hell of a mixture. I'm loving your smile when I open the door.
This shit is so easy to listen to, though, I will say. Like, beat choice is a very easy to listen to beat choice.
You got me doing things that I never did before, like jumping off cliffs and swimming in caves. To eating my steak rare, okay, that is the wave. And me grabbing your hips, and yeah, that's something I crave. Got me.
Did you just say taking in my steak rare is the wave?
Up for new things anytime out the whole
medium rare is the wave. Just found out a person I went to school with does music. Yeah, well, look, every single one of us has that person. Jay Chris? I think I've heard that name before. We've all got those people, though. I went to school with a band where everyone just found out that the drummer's a pedophile, so... And I always hated that fucking band, so... I'm not even kidding, bro. They just canceled that whole ass fucking tour. And I got a little chuckle out of it. I mean, yo... Heart goes out to the victims, but... yeah, man. Yeah. We just found that out like 2 weeks ago, man. Crazy. And okay, we listen to music, we give feedback. I'm the director of 2 music distribution companies and also manage artists, produce music, make music myself, been an artist myself. So we do a little bit of everything in here, man. We give feedback on songs, things like mix, writing, delivery, production, everything. We just talk about it as a community. Everyone in the chat also chimes in. And yeah, if you want to submit, it's free to submit. We do have a paid skip queue, which we're going to try and get through. If we get through all of those, we'll try and get to the free skips as well. Right now, we are maybe not moving as quickly as we should. One Shot by D Duke's up next. This song is motivation and inspiration with some dope flow. So we're going to keep fucking rolling through, man. I am _NigelX for that last song we just listened to. I did save it to the playlist, and I'll come back and consider it for content tomorrow. So this is D Duke's song is motivation and inspiration with some dope flow. Let us know what you think in the chat.
I'm out here, I'm always on my grind. Trying to stay consistent, I got a lot on my mind. Only got one shot.
Okay, one. Vocal mix is the first thing that stands out to me. Needs a little bit of work, right? Feels a little thin.
That one saying I'm out here, I'm always on my grind.
especially with the beat feeling so full, that sub is bumping, those vocals are getting buried, right? So just keep that in mind when you're recording, when you're mixing your vocals. Vocals got to stand out. Vocals got to be the star of the show if you're a vocalist.
Back shows in that outreach, whiting out my dreams with this new bleach. Down for whatever, let me preach.
Mix is making this hard for me to love this. I would agree with you, Kev. Same thing on the production. It's not just on the vocal either. If you want to submit, just make sure you hit this link in the chat. You can actually upload your files in there. I'm the only one who has access to this outside of the founder of the company. He's not stealing music from any of you guys, I promise. We got a pretty robust skip queue to get through still, so you know we're gonna try and power through, guys. We got about 45 minutes left. I'm not so mad at the chorus. The melody choice is pretty solid in the chorus. It does need some tuning, but it's a pretty catchy like chorus melody. Toro Suprod, what's up? Torosu? What's up? Welcome to the chat. Alright, here's the thing. Yes, it is motivating and inspiring, right? What I will say, and I would say this to any rapper, is there are a lot of people making this song, right? So you need to find a way to reconnect with the listener and connect with the audience, and that could be maybe just being a little bit more personal on the track. That's maybe the thing that I'm lacking on this, is that connection to who you are as an artist outside of just it being motivating and inspiring. So I would say that's something to think about when you're writing, right? Is what is the story you're telling? And that's fine to be motivating and inspiring, but just be aware that there are a lot of rappers who are going to take this approach to writing songs. So figuring out how you stand out in that space is going to be the challenge. And that's not to discourage you by any means, but I tend to be like this with every artist I work with. IMD_Dukes on Instagram. I will say, though, they do look for a lot of this kind of stuff when it comes to sync and pitching for sync music. So maybe keep that in mind. Like, if you are going to be writing stuff that feels a little bit more like this, definitely make sure you're signing up for some sort of sync company. If you can, you might end up getting some placements just by making motivating music. That's something to keep about. No, we have not gotten to it yet. We've had a lot of paid skips today, so I'm trying to get through as many as possible. Blaze MC up next, King of Hearts. My name is Blaze MC. I'm a producer out of LA. I got a new instrumental project coming out on Feb 28th. Here's a track off the project called King of Hearts. All right, we got an instrumental. Let us know what you think in the chats. Yeah, sorry, we got a lot of paid skips. We got a lot of super skips today. So I'm trying to work my way through all of these right now. And still try and get some free ones in, because we really only got like 10 minutes before our free skip section. Bro, you gotta actually send this to, you know who you gotta send this to, bro? Galaxy, my dude. You can still submit. We do have a bit of a backup on the queue right now, and I only have about 45 minutes left, so just keep that in mind. You need to send this to Mark Saunders, because he's looking for a beat like this for a cypher, and I do not have one. But this is kind of perfect for it. I hold up, look at some. I'm out of the way, bitch ain't on the way, yeah. We're doing major, I'm out of the. I pull up the AR and then I can spray y'all. You spin a block on them, I'm in a block on them. I let them pimp on them, I put them back, we got a rock on them. I tell them rats, I send them on them, hold up, minute, hold up, gotta roll up, hold up, like a roller, I was so sick, like a roller, hold up, with a bowler, I gotta roll up, hey. We gon' hunt it, I don't know on it, I don't want it to know on it, I go on it. I will say there's a lot of space for a lot of different pockets and flows on this. It's a really, really good cypher beat specifically. And yeah, just finding like a really like barred up rapper on this, I think would be very good. Russ would kill the beats if he raps about plaques and haters. I'm dead. And I've never been a big Russ fan. Sorry if that offends everybody in the chat, because I know a lot of people on the internet love Russ. I just can't stand his whole thing, bro. I just can't. I guess it worked, but like 52 songs in a year, we only talk about 2 of them. That's the thing that I always say to people. We don't talk about the other 50. I couldn't name you one other song from that 52 song year. Westbrook? Is that a song by Russ? I told him let it hold up, man, let it hold up. I don't hate what he does. All right, I don't hate what he does. I hate his music, and I don't like his attitude in general, outwardly to everybody. Like, I do everything myself. Like, yeah, you do, bro, but not really. Also, at the same time, there's still other people involved. Now, Russ Vital. I don't know who Russ Vital is, bro. Who is Russ Vital? Who is that? Is that a person? Should I know that person? It's just like his music doesn't really speak to me like that, and I think his whole thing, like his whole like demeanor, doesn't really speak to me like that. But respect to him for what he's done in his career. Oh, that's his full name. It's Italian. I got that it was Italian. That's his real name. So what do you like about him? I respect what he's done with his business. You know what I mean? I respect that he was able to go on like an arena tour and sell it out. Like, I respect what he's done. I just don't like his music or his whole like outward persona. Yeah, the idea of Russ, the idea of being independent and like doing some shit. You know what I mean? Like, I love the idea of Russ. I don't love who Russ is. Blaze_MC on Instagram. And I only said this because I've met Russ too, and like I just didn't get a good vibe from him, bro. So it's like sometimes my image of rappers that other people likes comes from my own personal experience in being around them in a setting where they don't treat everybody very well. And so that will absolutely change my opinion of people, because I'm the type of person, like, you go to an office or you go to a place, you treat everyone with respect. Front desk person, security people, I don't give a fuck who it is, the cleaner. You treat them with respect and you treat them like a human being. I've witnessed and seen a lot of rappers not do that. Namdi, you would have to do a super skip, it's $10, but it'll push it to the top. Devil Deeds by D Bell's up next. So I will say also, sometimes my impression of an artist, or like my feeling about them, comes from seeing them treat people that they don't perceive as being important to them. And I think that's wrong, personally. Scuba Squad Bells on Instagram. Yo, Namdi, if you want to send me 50 on PayPal, I'm not going to be upset about it either, bro. I'm just playing. You don't have to do that. Yeah, that's a thing for me. And the older I get, the more I care about it, because it's just like, yo, like, what are we doing, man? Teaching people to be little fucking assholes. I don't fuck with that. We can treat everybody like a human being and with respect. Oh, bro, you don't have to do that. Just do it on Nero. Do it on Nero, fam. I was just kidding. You don't have to do the 50 on PayPal, bro. Just do the $10 on Nero. That's what it's there for. Scuba Squad D-Bells, I like this one, bro. I would maybe cut the sub down a little bit. Nip Vibe says Mula Moss. That's a compliment right there. This is cool, but the mix isn't doing it for me. I think the instrumental mix more than the vocal mix for me is the thing that could improve a little bit. JR, you know I love you guys on here, but especially you. Got the nerves that said it real, but couldn't hide the fate. If I was there to hold you down, you better find a way. Heard a whisper of betrayal, I can trust the soul. Lord who knows I'm leaving down on who might break the code. So I'm not terribly mad at the vocal mix, because it reminds me of the Russell vocal mix a little bit, right? I feel like the Russell's vocals sound kind of similar to this in a way. But the thing that I do think could improve is the balance between the instrumental and the vocal. And so that sub is overpowering, right? There's elements within the production that maybe feel like a little louder than they should be too. But I think the biggest thing for me is the instrumental mix, more so than it is the song itself, which I do think has like a nice bounce to it. I like the ad-libs. Part of me feels like the tempo should be ever so slightly quicker. I wish there was a way for me to speed up the shit by like 3 or 4 BPM or 5 BPM so I could show you what it sounds like. But that's probably the thing that I would say is like you could use like ever so slightly bumping up the BPM to make it slightly quicker. All right, Bleed, Nam, up next. Is this you? This is Namdi. No socials yet though, bro. Gotta get you on the socials, man. You gotta start promoting now while everybody's listening to these things and being like, yo, this shit is fire, bro. So tough, bro. I mean, this is the 4th song I've listened to from Namdi that I've immediately fucked with.
They say love is not for the weak, not for the team. Guess what?
It's pretty good. Let us know what you think in the chat, but this hits for me. This hits for me. Nah, this is Flame, says Crumb. I agree. Look, I've been trying to tell you guys, every time we listen to a Namdi song, I'm like, bro, where are your fucking socials at? Because these songs are hard. Crumb says, bro, get the fuck on social media. I agree. Kimi was good. We're live on Twitch right now. Come through, come through. Congrats on the EP release, too. Feel like I want to hear this in a group sitting. You hear this outside, it's a rap. Literally. I want to drive really fast with this song playing. This has got that, yeah, socials missing in a major way. Also try some Acrobats Namdi. I'm Nigerian too. I think your vocal texture would sound amazing on some Afro beats. Oh, Afro beats, not Acrobats. Some Afro beats, bro. I swear to God, it's a fire, bro. The music is hard. Every time I've listened to a song from you, I've been like, this song is hard. I need it. I can't wait for it to come out. But we're still in this place of having no socials. Get on there, bro. Start pushing this shit, because I guarantee you start building that demand for these songs. It's going to make your life so much easier when it comes to dropping them and actually getting people to stream them, getting the pre-saves, all that stuff. If you can build that, desire for your music now, it's going to translate into you releasing it. Don't wait until you're releasing music to start building the momentum, because that's going to make it harder. All right, count me out. Moss up next. My posture. Leave me alone, bro. I shot 3 snippets today. Good. Ooh, Count Me Out by Moss. A bit quiet on the master, still. That's, again, the only thing that I'll really say to Moss about his music that's come out in the last couple of years. The masters have been real quiet. But the songs have been mad cool. Gotta sit up for this one.
Relentless is the description of movements that I be making a vicious. Ain't no prescription, nigga, for
okay, so now the lead vocal on this one is actually much louder, right? You can, but I'm really trying to get through these fade skips. Because we got a little bit of a backup today. we got a little bit. We're gonna have to cut some of these free skips too. It's old, it's old. It's actually, I think this one actually sounds better, but the vocal is maybe slightly too loud on this one. This one actually feels better overall. I'm gonna take back what I said. The master on this one feels better once the beat comes in. The intro was a little quiet, so I feel like you maybe could have cut that section up a little, but it's on you. If you want to do that, you can do that. That's totally fine. That's what it's there for. That's why we set everything up through Nero, so you guys can choose. Choose your own adventure. Actually, this might be one of my favorite ones we've heard from you so far, Moss. Manny_Moss_ on Instagram out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I don't know if it's Philly or not. I could be wrong about that.
The ace is high and I'm the one, so I'll be making it mine.
This your hard, says Kev.
I'll take a face card for the assist of my hand. Hey God, why is he bitching? Nightmare. Shorty's face card was about a 6 behind 10. A blind man, I got a stick in my hand. The Cayenne. This shit is hotter than 5 man, and I am hitting this green. No Sprite can. That's my stance.
Okay, flow wise, it's got it, bro. Like this delivery is great.
I'm fighting for the cake. I'm fighting for the place, and then I hit my bounce.
Beat choice is really cool too. I'll say this about Moss's whole discography that I've listened to so far. Really great beat choices. Like very curated, very specific style, but all very interesting. I don't think I've heard you pick a bad beat so far. At least what you sent over. I've not heard a bad beat choice in there yet. Which for anyone who's a rapper out there, that is a fucking art in itself. You know how easy it is to pick a shit beat? Extremely fucking easy. So great job on that front. All right, let's do. We're not gonna get to this free section, I think, tonight. So let's try and get some more of these random skips, or at least one of them going. Say word. There's Nigerians in the chat for sure. For sure, there's Nigerians in the chat. I'm literally editing an interview with an artist who's Nigerian right now, Timio, who's in the community. Jet is getting bumped up for free right now to the top. Let's get you up there, Jet. This is Cloudy with Jet. Cloudy by Jet. I don't know why I said it like that. Oh, Bags. This is Bags, not Jet. Cloudy by Bags. Yeah, great job on that one. Master was actually better. Just the intro was a bit quiet. But I got around it pretty quickly. Bags.mp3, we were talking about him earlier in the stream.
It's cloudy outside.
Oh, hell yeah. Shout out to your main producer as well. Great beat choices, man. Making great beats. You guys making cool music. Bags.mp3, man. I think this kid makes really beautiful music too. I do think there's still things that need to be worked out in the mix, specifically again between the vocal and the instrumental. Part of it feels like it's the EQ and where the vocals sit. At times they clash with some of the instrumental aspects like the strings. Feels weirdly distinctly like 80s coded though in the songwriting and the structure of the music. Pretty beautiful vocals, man. Noel. Hola. ¿Qué pasa? Buenas noches. Depending on where you are, you might not be there, but has like a second half of Layla vibe. I don't know who that is, but I really like his music. I think the mixes need some work, and I think I've said this about Bags before as well. Mixes need a little bit of work, just a little touch up. But I do think the ideas are really beautiful, and it's just complex arrangement. It's complex vocal arrangement as well. I am not part Nigerian, no. I am not. I did convince people in high school at one point that I was a quarter Ghanaian, which I'm also not. I do love Afro beats. I do love Amapiano. But no, I'm not. I'm half Middle Eastern, I'm half Chinese. And I grew up in England, so maybe that's why I fuck with Nigerian music so much as well. Which has less reverb, but the vocals are nice as Zero Blade. What is Eric Clapton? You mean Eric Clapton? Or is Eric Clapton someone that I have no idea? Like, is that somebody that I don't know at all? No, I have very little. Look how little water I have left. I gotta ration it out. Oh shit! I'm sorry. No, you don't apologize. I'm sorry. I apologize. That's totally understandable. I'm so sorry. Rudy just wanted a better mix and I'd be into this. Yo, I'm so sorry, man. I had no idea. I'll keep that in mind in the future. You'll never get clowned for spelling ever again. Backside MP3. ¿Qué están haciendo? Oh, man. What is haciendo? ¿Qué es haciendo? En inglés. No hablo español. Hablo un poquito de español. What are they holding? I have no idea. What are you doing? We're streaming right now. That's what that means? Okay, fuck yeah. I love the beginning of the song, but I got lost a bit as it progressed, so maybe a way to keep it engaging all the way through. I do think the mix will help with that a little bit. I think the further you get into it, at times the mix gets a little complicated because there is so much going on. That's really all I could say. Bags.mp3 though, we got Namdi with V12. Let us know what you think in the chat. Eddie, what's going on, bro? We've had a crazy stream today. There are a lot of paid skips that we have to get through still. I might even end up going over a little bit. But don't worry. You guys don't get played today. We're back on Thursday as well from 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern time. And I'll probably do an extra long stream on Thursday. And maybe do an impromptu one on the weekend. I'm not sure. We'll see. 291-day streak on Duolingo. I am on a 746-day streak right now on French.
Money on dresses and I'm living reckless. How you afraid of love and you said
What are they doing? We're chilling, man. What are you doing? ¿Qué están haciendo? Oh, y tú? Yo, my Spanish is so shit, guys. I took it in high school, but I haven't practiced in a long time. got that French wit, French wrist? Oui. Un peu de français. Bruh, Namdi, bro. 2 pour 2. 2 for 2. Diamonds white, they racist, this 5PP crumb. God damn, bro. Get on fucking Instagram. What are you... I'm gonna fight you. Get on Instagram, bro. As you've literally not sent it. You've sent in like 5 songs in the last year. There's not been one song I haven't fucked with. They're so easy to listen to, bro.
I wanna fuck. I wanna be messed with. Now I wanna be played with. Now diamonds white, they racist. How you be a man, you piss po? On the road for that bang roll. 150 tanks and I fell in love with that cash flow.
It's cold in New York. You gotta be trolling. He's not trolling, bro. His music is hard. There's no trolling happening now. There's no way he has no socials. He does have an Instagram. I just can't remember what it is. He sent it to us one time. And it was literally nothing posted on it and no one following it. And I was like, bro, what the fuck? He's not trolling. He's just like in a space of like kind of like, you know, like rebranding and stuff, right? Oh, you don't understand English either. Oh shit. You gotta get that app, bro. That app that translates in real time. They keep showing it to me on TikTok. Great episode by Taylor up next. I'm sorry. Lo siento.
I love it when you call me.
He's in a cocoon. Oh. Oh. Tane Bruno, bro. Tane. I don't know if Tane's still in here, bro. You made me a fan in 2 songs. Are you in LA? Are you based in LA? Atlanta raised, Ohio born. I like this a lot, bro. Ooh. Kind of sounds like a melody from Don Toliver, but very cool. Never be chases. Tane, you're cold as fuck. Tane's made some fans today, bro. Tane Bruno on Instagram. I do like auditory. Antone, my boy, what's up? Tane Bruno on Instagram. Make sure you tap in. This dude's a beast. Also, Antone, because you'll care about this. This guy also produced fucking Dodger Blue for Kendrick. What are they doing in this live? Kien. How do you say it on in fuck, I don't remember, bro. Feel like this artist I listen to, Jacob. What the fuck, this is tough. Yes, I agree. Super tough. Go follow Tane Bruno. I'm gonna go ahead and just save Races as well, to be honest, because I like this. Races is maybe even harder, bro. Remember Me, Mayhem Jones up next. More alternative hip hop. Damn, we still got quite a few songs to get through. What are they doing in this live? I don't know. Are you talking about Tane or are you talking about what we're doing? ¿Quiénes? Nosotros? Escuchar música bueno. Sí.
She wanna fuck, but she
Escuchamos.
remember all the time I was in her. If she can remember any nigga that was with her, I wasn't high, I wasn't sipping liquor.
I don't know if Escuchamos is right. Is that right?
I like the chase, I like the ass, I like the body, I like the face.
I haven't looked yet, bro, because it's just been the weekend. Sorry. I've been doing shit this weekend. My apologies.
I love you, I don't have time for any lust. I ignored all temptation.
This is interesting. I do think delivery needs a little bit of work. It is a bit offbeat. Timing wise is a little off. Yeah, we listen. Yes. Escuchamos. Come on, bro. I got you, bro. Back in the office in the morning. It's a long weekend, so that's why we weren't working today. I was running errands all day like a motherfucker too. Mayhem Jones on Instagram, 2 S's. So the idea is cool. Execution needs a little bit of work. Timing is one of the big things I think for a lot of us on this.
Remember.
Mix also needs a little bit of work. Alex Norman just dropped the quickest flip of Angel Eyes by Genshin and music sharing. Holy shit, dude.
I've always seen myself as a yin and yang person, acting like a sailor the way I'm cursing. Follow your heart because not much else is certain.
Yeah, leveling on the vocals is a little off too. It's just a little inconsistent. This verse is much louder than the last verse and the chorus.
With myself, I can love again. Not you or nobody else. I'm taking action to make shit happen.
It's close. Look, I will say, like, stylistically, it's in the right direction. I just work on the timing a little bit more. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna peep that too in the music share in a second. Mayhem Jones, I do think, yeah, mix is a bit inconsistent. I do think a little bit of work on the execution. You know, you just keep making music, you keep putting shit out, is gonna hit. But I do think timing is one thing, inconsistency in the leveling is another thing, so just keep that in mind. That was Remember Me, Mayhem Jones. 2 S's on Instagram, 1 word. Repeat, a gang full of nerds up next. Group is disbanded, but we have an amazing project sitting in the vault. Well, that's sad. No socials, though. You guys got socials? Let me know if you're in the chat. Shit, we literally have a song called Con Altura by Sofia, which, oh, it's a different artist. Orquesta Cocan. I love Cuban big band, actually. Yeah, why'd you guys break up? Get the band back together. Do a reunion tour. It's all the rage these days. I think melodic voices stand out to me a little bit more in here. Yo soy, how do you say appreciate? We're gonna Google. Is that right? Se lo agradezco. Yeah, you finna watch me Google languages, guys. I like to speak people's native tongues to them. I do kind of want to know the tea. Why'd you guys break up? Creative differences? I hope it's not beef. No T, we just signed a bad contract. Aw, damn, that's even more of a bummer. Fuck. Sorry to hear that. This does have a lot of potential. It's Manifesto. What's going on? Welcome to the chat. It's nice to have you in here. Brother. I'm out. No tengo agua. There you go. Necesito agua y no tengo agua. I'm sure my grammar is fucking terrible, guys. Maybe trying to decide a better one now. Talk about potential. Different time for music right now for everyone's getting put on. Yes and no. Ah, okay. Ah, yes! Yes! I'm not gonna lie, bro. This is kind of tough. Yeah, they are still open if you want. Fuck yeah, I got a Persian nationality in my family. My dad. I'm actually first generation immigrant to the UK and the US. He's straight out of Iran. Hopefully my FBI agent's not listening, though. Hell yeah, I'm Persian too. Hell yeah. Let's go. Shout out to the Persians in the chat. I think there's a couple of us in the community, actually. Yeah, I can't guarantee we'll get to everybody, but you can still submit. If we don't get to you today, just make sure you come back on Thursday. We do this every Monday and Thursday from 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern time, so you can always get played again. Adios. Buenas noches. Buenas tardes. This is actually low-key dumb hard. My agent definitely heard he's on the way. I mean, these days, they might be. Hopefully not, though. This is Gas, as Alex Norman. I really liked this song a lot. I'm kind of bummed that that you guys signed a bad deal, because there's a lot of potential in that. Ah, I did the wrong thing again. Shit. Y'all be safe and keep working. Yes, you too. Double Chin Tim following up next. Do you want this mix to be a bit beefier, but I love this? Yeah, that's secondary, though. I don't think that was the biggest thing for me. Hey, Double Chin Tim's really out here making these lyric videos, bro. I respect that. You gotta put these on your socials, though. You gotta make a vertical version, too. We're all doing our own thing individually, but this project is all gas like this. I mean, that's understandable, man. Maybe one day it'll come back together. You never know.
Yeah, I'm falling. Altitude just don't mean shit to me. Falling.
I don't think the writing on this one is quite as strong as some of the other ones we've heard today from you. Let's slide a 5, we're gonna skip the line. You're already in the skip queue, so it won't do it, because I put you in there. I'm sorry. And there's not a way for me to actually organize the queue more. There's like 7 songs there. Usually, I'm gonna be real, usually we get through about like 39 or 40, which it looks like we will today as well. Some of the songs have been a bit longer though, so it kind of depends on the length of the songs too. Opus Clips is cool. Yeah, Opus Clips is cool. I just don't want to pay for it though. You're in the skip queue, so you're definitely gonna get played. You're just in 7 songs from now. I might have to go a little over, which my wife is not gonna be happy about, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I'm falling. Altitude just don't mean shit to me. Got a dream, gotta open up doors. Dealing with the fiend, and I'm all on my own.
So I like this visualizer. I think this is the best visualizer. I don't know if I agree this is the best song that we've heard from you tonight. I actually think the last one, and then for me the second one was probably my favorite, which was the more rapped one, right? I think it's probably the writing on this one that isn't quite doing it for me as much, but this visualizer is my favorite. I think this is the best visualizer lyric video that you have made, so I mean, bro, just keep doing your thing, because you definitely got something. And you put in the work in. That's the other thing that I'm going to commend you on a lot, is you put in the work in to make these lyric videos. Many fucking artists just won't do that shit. I didn't play the Ravon song yet. I was just telling him. He's like, got another 6 songs before he gets there. We're definitely going to have to go a little over tonight, because I got to get through all these paid skips. We've just had a lot of longer songs tonight, which has been a little tough. And I might have to close the queue if people keep adding them, because otherwise I'm going to be here all night. And I don't. Would love you to even during your free time. Go put it on my songs from the comments on Instagram, because I listen to all the songs in there. So if you have songs you want me to listen to on my own time, where you're not getting feedback and I'm either playlisting it or not, go put them in my songs from the comments. It's pinned. It's like my top pinned video right now on Instagram. You can go put it in there. It's another free way to submit, and I update that every week. Con Altura, Orquesta Acocan, Cuban Big Band. I low-key love Cuban Big Band music, so this is super exciting for me. I say that I love Cuban Big Band because I literally went to Lincoln Center and watched like a band play, and it was fucking cool as shit. I had a great time. I took my parents to a jazz show. It was great. I'm saving this because it's really hard. Guys, this is tough. And it's not a particularly long song either. Oh, because this is actually Con Altura. Oh my god. When I read Con Altura, I was like, oh, the Rosalia song. But I didn't think it was actually connected to it. But this is quite literally a big band version of Con Altura by Rosalia. This is sick. This is I Drink My Cafe Bustelo. It's perfect. You like Cafe Bustelo? Should I start drinking that? I keep looking at it being like, I should cop this shit. It looks great. That'll be the LC Atrium on 425. Where is that? Where's the LC Atrium? Is that in New York? Damn, this is sick. It's hella good? Alright. It's been on my list of coffees to try, because I love Cuban coffee. Oh, at Lincoln Center. Oh, fuck yeah. This is so good, guys. And I kind of love the mix. It feels very, like, lo-fi in a sense, but it's very good. What date? Can you just hit me on Instagram and remind me? I gotta make sure I can do it. But low-key, if... I think my wife will be busy. My wife is busy. I'm gonna come on my own.
Y de joven para la sepultura. Demasiadas noches de travesura. Vivo rápido.
This is sick. One of my favorite ones we've listened to tonight by far. This is fine. As fucking. I do listen to bluegrass sometimes. It's the only form of like country that I kind of enjoy. Orquesta Aquacan on Instagram. Yeah, this is sick. Has anyone from Rosalia's team heard this? Do you know? Because I feel like they would fuck with this heavy. I just gotta save that one too. I really like that a lot. Not sure. I'm gonna send it to my friend who works with him. Because it's sick, and I think he's really going to appreciate it. Fall Back, Never Betray up next. Bedroom demo from this morning. Just want some feedback, unmixed, unmastered. So don't judge the mix or the master too heavily. But still give that feedback. Guys, I appreciate you guys for rocking with me and sticking around for so long today. Usually we do get more free skips. But we've gotten a lot of paid skips today, so I'm trying to get through them all so we can keep good on that promise.
Bitch, you don't even know my songs like that. Get on my face. Girl, you too fast, hit the brakes. I really think that we should change the pace.
Of course. If the music is good, man, I'm gonna share it with people. That's for goddamn sure.
Girl, I don't wanna hear no where you at. Where you been?
I like this idea a lot.
Hot girl summer over, now you back on my dick. Girl, you wrong for that. And I'ma make the fall so long for that. You want me to stay and hold it down? Why you out here holding around? Bitch, I am not no clown. Oh,
I mean, I like this idea. I don't know that I have too much feedback on the writing or the delivery. Cut those background vocals up a little bit though, because it's good. Yeah, it's good for bedroom demo for sure. I like the lo-fi guitar vibe on this as well. Jeremy says I fuck with this. Fuck a 24-hour stream, definitely not. I don't have the energy for that, guys. I'm 32 years old. A 24-hour stream sounds extremely difficult. All right, you know what, guys? I may have to close the queue. Just because otherwise, it's going to keep extending, and my wife's going to fucking kill me. So, I'm going to close it right now.
Get on my face.
Wait, Eddie, if I close the submissions, it's not going to fuck up the queue that I have going, right? I haven't done this while live before. 24-day stream. I thought about doing some, like, just going live while I'm listening to and working during the day streams, but I don't know if people want to come in and just watch me sit and do emails all day. Okay. We're going to close this for now. So I like this song a lot. I mean, things that I would point to, one, vocal layers feel really good. Cut up the background vocals just a little bit and bring them out. I think having those would be really good. Femdot might be a really, really good mix reference for you and song reference for you. Just go listen to Femdot, go listen to Saba, listen to what they do with their vocals, and I think that would help in finishing that song, but it's a really, really great start. POV stream? Yo, just like strap it to my head and look at the computer. I don't know if you guys want that. Sleep stream. Would you guys watch that? I'm like the worst fucking sleeper too, man. I'd be rolling like a motherfucker, just tossing and turning. Take You Down by Stract and Charisma. Let us know what you think in the chat. I'm not gonna do a sleeping stream, guys. I can barely even eat on camera. Seriously, like I feel so awkward eating on camera. I just did a whole thing with Timmy O where we were like eating. I barely ate because I just felt so awkward eating on camera. There's no fucking way you could get me sleeping on camera, guys. I'm not Kai Cenat. As much as it would be fire to do, I don't think I could do it. You're more likely to get me going live out in the world. Hey man, the fuck are you talking about? Just be her walking around watching me fucking. It's hella creepy to sleep on camera. You know people do that shit though, all the time. Why does this artist have 700,000 monthly listeners? What's up with this?
You said we can go ahead instead. I'm fine to drive us. I'm like, say less. We could hit your place next. Play some tape decks, making love and great sex. Getting late texts, missed calls. Mama's getting pissed off, but we really hit it off. We ain't gonna sleep a dog. Got your knees, we can fall for me, and I'm feeling all fuzzy because we recall.
I feel like it's paranormal activities. Yeah, I'd be freaked out for sure.
Crazy how this life could go. Is it fate? I don't know, but I'ma take.
So does this artist, is Shiloh Dynasty like a big? I guess Shiloh Dynasty is a big artist.
They can be replaced. Anything else isn't right. King James and I found my Mrs. Right.
Shawty's Mrs. Right. I know what you need tonight.
I don't know, something about this is a bit off for me, says Kev Speaks Truth. Yeah, there is something that is a little bit off about this one. Get in the bag while you sleep, though. I mean, look. I would rather sleep and not get the bag. It's too vulnerable. I agree.
Slow down. Girl, I know you busy trying to
Shallow Dynasty is the vocals behind Sex's songs.
I can make it right if you let me take you down. Send the address and you know that I'm routed. Nobody to impress.
Imagine getting swatted while you're on live. Oh man, that'd be worst.
The fresh air when your head is getting clouded.
Literally everyone in here basically is an independent artist. Shallow Dynasty is huge, so that's why Shrek has so many streams, because he's got this song with Shallow Dynasty.
Some good loving gonna make that pussy rain. When she done with
Are they like a lo-fi producer? Are they one of those lo-fi producers that has like a fucking... Yeah, they are. Shallow Dynasty is one of those lo-fi producers who's got like a fuckload of streams, listeners. Yeah, okay. I think, all right, like I might not be the audience for this one. I will say like this is probably not something I would be listening to on the regular. But I gotta do a deep dive into Shallow Light. Really? Bruh, they be doing that shit. They be swatting people on Twitch. Example Shallow in all his big songs. Ah. I think for me, the thing that's maybe not hitting quite so much is actually like the vocal mix on some of these melodic parts. Oh, Bartender by T-Pain. That's the interpolation. Bro, the queue is closed right now because we got so many paid skips today that I'm already way over time, and I just had to close the queue. I've literally never had to close the queue before in a stream, but I just had to tonight. We are back on Thursday from 6 to 8. If you want to stick around and listen to music and find some new songs, feel free to. Totally understand if you just don't want to because we didn't play the songs. But I have to close the queue, and I can't do any free skips tonight because we just got too many paid skips, so I'm not gonna get through them. Is he missing? Is that a thing too? The Shiloh Dynasty person's missing? Is that real?
If I get with you, then it'd be probably for the rest of my life.
All right, biggest thing here, 4 minutes and 46 seconds. All right, that is long as fuck. Especially for a beat like this. Like, I mean, it is what it is, right? But like, bruh, 5 minutes of this beat. There's not a single artist on the face of the planet that I think could keep me locked in on this beat specifically for 5 minutes. She is, yeah, it's been that way for a while. Fuck, man, really. Just disappeared. Like, not even just like quit music and kind of dipped off, but like fully like missing. I'm gonna have to dive into this lore. All right, so yeah, biggest notes, right? Sorry, biggest notes on this one because I feel like I talked over it a little bit. Biggest notes: 1, just the delivery style I think could be a little bit smoother. That's one thing. 2, the beat, it's long as fuck, bros. 5 minutes is way too long. Like, no one needs like 3 artists. Even with 3 artists on the song, it doesn't need to be 5 minutes. You know what I mean? You could easily make a 3-minute song with 3 artists on the song. So that's probably the biggest thing. It just feels like it was like a lot put into one thing with not much variation in the production style. So at a certain point, it just gets a little boring, like the further you get through it. Perfect. Carsan, not released yet. Scheduled to release in June. And sorry, you guys are gonna see this. The more tired I get, the more savage I might be about this feedback. I'm sorry in advance. C4 RSAN Carson. This one's actually kind of nice, bro. I like this. Like the Avatar, when the world needed Shiloh most. Maybe Shiloh will reappear when the world needs her again. Just like the Avatar. This should be ever so slightly faster, I think. I don't know if anybody else feels this way, but I feel like bump this up like 5 BPMs or make a sped up version. It's like it's sitting in between 2 tempos for me right now. It's like a slower like nod your head type tempo and a faster like turn up party song type tempo. I do like it. Part of me is saying in my head as a producer, though, should this be slightly quicker?
She way too perfect,
Mm.
perfect, perfect,
Mm.
perfect. She way too perfect, perfect.
Kind of tough, though.
She way too perfect.
It's definitely catchy, and it doesn't feel like... We definitely like to hear it fast. This is Mula. Ooh, love the bilingual aspect. Always very pro bilingual music. C4RSAN on Instagram gives Baby No Money vibes. A little bit. Giving new Bruno, FJ, and W vibes. Fat, juicy, and wet. If this was fast, I'd be trying to crash my car. Kind of tough. Mitsuyo, the queue is actually closed for today. Sorry, maybe I should update the thing. I don't even know where I put that in the title. I like the Spanish rap too. Sorry, we've had too many paid skips today, so I had to close the queue. If you want to stick around, hang out, and listen to the music, you can. But yeah, Baby No Money's actually a really nice dude. He's one of those people who I've had the opposite experience with, where they're not a dick in real life at all, and they're actually super nice. Fuck, I didn't mean to do that, but it's too late now. I'm sorry. Chante up next. Take Me Somewhere. My bad. I didn't mean to end it like that, but I clicked good. I forgot that it was playing off of the fucking player. My fault. My fault. Really, overall, really good though, Carson. I really didn't have too much feedback, if I'm being honest. Like, I liked that one a lot. It felt good. Underscore JV. Is it Jante? JVNTE underscore on Instagram. How many we got left? All right, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 songs left. Very excited as advising, but he's gonna share his story. Bro, he's mad cool. His story's mad cool too. I remember, because he's from Vancouver, where one of the artists I manage is from. I actually remember when the song was blowing up, he hit up the artist that I managed to try and get in touch so we could book it verified. And we ended up doing it, which was mad cool, honestly. Like, and I know he was just always like really appreciative of it. He was like super responsive. Like, he just, sometimes people will be assholes. He was not an asshole. He was so nice about it. Really good attitude. Just like doesn't take himself too seriously, which I fuck with.
When I'm with you, I face my fears. When I'm with you, I see it clear. Starting to love who I see.
Let us know what you think in the chat. As always, we want to know what you think of these songs as well. 9 songs left.
I would just rather be laying back with you and cuddling up. I'm not one for the club. I'm not compatible with other bitches. We one in the same girl, we feel like a glove. I cut off these niggas, I cut off these bitches.
Hey man, beautiful. Make sure you keep coming back, send stuff in, and make sure you tap in for all the other free playlists we do too. Because honestly, when I hit stuff on here and I like it, I generally tend to end up supporting across other places where I can. So make sure you keep sending stuff in. And if it's out, I can playlist it. We can make content about it and stuff too, okay? That's cool. I love to hear that as well. It's not always like, you'd be surprised at how many artists like come through with the most fucking entitled ass attitudes. And it's just such a turn off, man. Like, there's so many artists that I really fucked with their music, and then I met them in person and I was like, wow, I can't even listen to your shit anymore. But again, that's maybe just me. I have a hard time fucking with people that are just trash. No, that's fine, Zalo. Don't even worry about it. We listen to every genre in here. There's not a single genre that I won't listen to. We just listened to big band Cuban music a second ago. It was great. I think for me, this one maybe drags a little bit the further you get into it. I don't know if there's anything you can do about that. I feel like it's maybe the delivery on certain things maybe being too elongated, and that's something that stands out to me a little bit. Is just like some of the words stretch out a little bit too much. So I just find ways to bring a little bit more energy in the delivery, I think. But I mean, melodic choices were good. Beat choice was pretty solid. But I would love to just hear it be a little bit more engaging throughout, and I think that's really it. Harmonies didn't sound as clean, says Xylo Kill. Yeah, don't worry about it being different at all. Honestly, rather be my best self and treat it. Yeah, same. Honestly, same. And I don't give a fuck if that stops me from getting far ahead of my career, I'd rather just like actually be like a decent human being and treat people well. 16, Crumb. Let us know what you think in the chat. Yeah, I like electronic music. I like very specific genres of electronic music more than others, but... Alright, Fight 3-3 Crumb. This is a different sound from you. Okay. First thing, very, very specific. Oh, I love bass house. First thing I would say, right? I like the vocal delivery. The thing for me that needs the most improvement is the drums. And this comes as somebody who is a big fan of like emo pop punk. I don't like it when the drums feel super digital. It's just about the VSTs you use and the mix on them. I like the switch into the trap hats. I low-key would probably have done these drums across the entire thing as opposed to the organic sounding drums. Because this actually feels a little cleaner than those other drums felt. Pitch correction's a little bit off, says Kev. At times, yes. But I think Complextro is something that I've never heard before. Calculatronic core, is that real? I like the transition. All right, the idea here is really cool. I think the tough part is the execution of the electric guitar and of the drums. You really need those to be like truly organic, recorded sounds. I think they just feel a little too digital. I think that's it. I like the idea though, and I do think it would be an interesting space to see you kind of going between this more like actual pop punk, like alt rock sound, and this like hip hop mixture. It's just hard to get that balance right. And I feel like the drums and the electric guitar feel so tucked in the background, but then when the more digital production came in, it was a little bit more in the forefront. It was a little bit clearer. It kind of punched through a little bit more. So I think that's maybe where you lost me, is just the balance between those two elements. But I do think if you can get that right, it is going to hit a little bit better. All right, Set Me Off featuring Ivana by Rivan Rules. Sorry it's taking so long to get to this one, bro. Let us know what you think in the chat. This came in hard already. I love this. Let's see what happens when the vocals come in, but I love the way this sounds. Xylo, that's a good note too. Ravon Rules on Instagram. This is super different from what I've heard from you before, bro. I don't know if this is hardcore, but it's feeling a little bit like it. Oh. Oh, bro. Bro. Ravon Rules on Instagram. Previous one was 533 Crumb, CRMB. Oh, okay, bro. Ask away, Crumb. This is tough. Great job on this one, bro. The bounce on this is crazy. The subs may be a bit loud, but in a good way. Yeah, there's definitely people in the Discord whose brains you can pick about mixing. This comes out tonight at midnight, guys. Great top loop, drums a bit quiet and short, subs too saturated, vocals are amazing, it's really catchy. I think that's all really fair. Drums are a bit quiet. I would love to hear them come up a little bit more. The sub is a little loud. That's it. But I do think also for like maybe a first foray into the sound, it feels pretty good. Oh yeah, Kev. Kev, what are we doing? Kev is a mix engineer. And he does do mixes too. It's a really cool idea. Second song gives me Little Dragon on the first Drake project. Wow, that is a deep cut. Love this part. It's really good arrangement. The vocals actually feel really nice too. Like the mix of the vocals is really good. Love the distortion on the vocal. That's a really nice touch. At least in my EDM loving is. It's nice. I actually like the whispered second vocal that's there in the background too. That's in like a little bit of a higher register. A lot of really, really cool details in this one, vocally and production-wise. Saint Lane, unfortunately the queue is closed tonight, but make sure you join the Discord. We'll stream again on Thursday. We just got too many paid skips today, so I had to close it. Usually we don't. But I'm already 10 minutes over, and I'm hungry as fuck. So make sure you come back on Thursday. Just join the Discord. You can also submit on my Instagram as well. We've got a song, a series that is entirely for stuff from the comments. So again, if you guys are in the chat and you want to submit your music, just go. It's free. You can just put a comment with your artist name and song title. I'll go listen to it. Police Size is really good, but a tiny bit too mono. Maybe spread it in the stereo just a little bit. That is a very EDM specific production tip that I think would be a good one. Ravon Rules on Instagram. Definitely follow if you are not already. Jeremy Down South up next, only on SoundCloud. I'm niche, so I don't expect much.
Awaken your taste buds during
This
our
isn't
fire.
Jeremy. This is an ad. Oh, funk. I love funk. Bro, it's tough. Overall, it's tough. I just read like little notes, you know what I mean? But shit's hard. You did a great job. Talking about dripped up and dripped out. Know what I'm talking about. Today's VOD from Thursday is already up. That should be on my YouTube channel already, bro. This is great production work. Jeremy.wave. Easy follow, bro. This is tough. Yeah, it should be on my YouTube channel already. If it's not, let me know, because I fucked up. But it should be there. I tried to do it a different way this time, so instead of uploading the VOD, I'm just turning the live stream, because we're live streaming on YouTube now as well. We're turning that to VOD. This is sick, bro. You gotta put these out, man. Oof. Ooh. I know so many music curators that will fuck with this. Oh! Thanks why the youngsters from Atlanta are getting so much attention right now. Oh, a little classic Paul Wall. Vocals a bit quiet in mid. It's a remix, so this is Paul Wall vocals. Fofos, repped in Fofos. Still tipping on Fofos, repped in. Oh, bro, this is tough. Great job on this. Great job on this. My Mitchell and this. Represents with your house. This is fucking sick, man. Great job. Is it Slim Thug? It's not Paul Wall? Still Tip It is a Paul Wall song, though. The queue is unfortunately closed right now, but if you want to join the Discord, feel free. If you want to go follow us on Instagram, we have some free submission playlists that you can put your music in for there as well. Yeah, bro, that was dumb hard. That was dumb hard. Jeremy, JERUMY.wave on Instagram. Go follow. Seriously, go follow. I will be keeping up. Wolame, It's Okay, Roz and Polo San Pablo up next. Bollywood meets R&B and synthwave. Ooh, okay. Okay, it's Okay, Roz and Polo San Pablo. Let us know what you think in the chat. Guys, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more songs left. And then I'll take you guys on a raid somewhere else. Thanks for everybody who's still sticking it out with me. I appreciate you guys. We are a little bit over where we usually go. So I appreciate you sticking around for some extra time.
Love before
Ooh. This is actually super interesting. So I do really like this idea. There's maybe elements in the mix that I think could be a little bit more balanced. But I love the direction musically, and I love the fusion aspect of it. Unfortunately, no socials on It's Okay Raz's streaming. San Pablo, sorry, on Instagram. And then It's Okay Raz on Instagram too. I maybe wish there was less reverb delay on the vocal. This part's really nice though. That's why I'm saying this one's tough because there's a lot of elements that I really like about it, and I love the Bollywood R&B fusion. The spread on the synth is really nice. Just the panning on it. It's really wide. Zellico says, Indian strings check, synthwave leads check, very reverb vocals check, atmosphere check, the vocalist sounds great, the mix is clean, low end is muffled, it ticks every box for me.
Yeah, look where we are, looking at the roof and it come with stars.
I will say it's a super dynamic song. Like, it moves a lot. And there's a lot of different sections to it. Maybe the arrangement is the only thing that makes it a little hard to follow along with, because it's not really like, damn, it develops really well. It's not really like a, what's the word I'm fucking looking for? There's no traditional arrangement to it at all. It's how modern synthwave works. It's very spread around and dynamic. Yeah, I do like that. I wish it was maybe slightly more structure to it to follow with as you're listening, but that's totally a personal thing. There's a lot of really cool ideas and moments in this song, and I do really love the Indian strings and also the kind of the Bollywood like tabla drums and stuff like that too. Overall, it's very cool. I'm interested to see how these artists develop and how this production develops over time as the style gets honed in a little bit more. Because it does still feel like it's pretty early for that artist. It's Okay Raz on Instagram, also Pola San Pablo on Instagram. Like, it feels like they're still pretty early on. I'm interested to see what happens as they continue to develop, though, for sure. Ross XO adjusted pre-drops too. Sorry, pred. I was like, pred drops? What the fuck is pred drops? As you can tell, guys, I'm getting tired. Guitar is really nice. See, we got electronic in here, guys. Don't feel like we don't. RossXO_. That sub's maybe a little squelchy. Ever so slightly. You guys know what I like. Oh, RossXO_ on Instagram. This one's good, bro. This tickles the ears. Zellico says, yes, Manifest says, oof. Ugh.
What?
Great false drop here. What a cool little section. Steven, what's up, man? Full 10 out of 10 for me, says Kev. This is crazy. Ooh. Sound design's awesome. You guys know each other? I'm gonna lose it. I love how small the internet is. Attention to 3D sound design. I love that. We are gonna do a little a Q&A with some of the folks from Dolby about Dolby Atmos and spatial audio soon in the Discord. So if you're interested in 3D mixing, make sure you keep up with that, because we'll talk to you a little bit more about Dolby Atmos, and maybe you guys will have an opportunity to submit for the accelerator program. So trying to figure out some more stuff. We're talking to them. We're kind of in the beginnings of talking to them about some ideas. RossXO on Instagram. Killed this shit, man. Really nice. What's that entail? So spatial audio, it's just mixing in a different way. So it's like literally like you can mix as if you are sitting in the middle of the mix. 360 audio around you. It's really cool. I don't know about beyond that yet right now, but we're definitely going to do a Q&A in the Discord first, and then we might do some in real life listening sessions in New York or in other places too. Tonight, JR the Rapper, this was my Valentine's Day drop. Let's listen to this one. We got a couple more songs left, guys. Just 3 more after this. 3 more after this, and I can go eat some food. Let us know what you think of the chat. A little bit of 2C inspo on this. It doesn't always translate unless you have a system for it. That is one thing, which is why we're trying to get into the Dolby Atmos studios here, so that people can hear it firsthand, because it's a little bit different. But the thing with a lot of distribution companies now is you can upload a spatial mix as well separately. So you'd be delivering like 2 products basically, a spatial one and a regular mix. Oh, you go to Berkeley? Okay. We got some musicians in the chat. Not that we don't always, but y'all gotta get famous before you graduate. I went to Belmont in Nashville, so I got a little bit of that in me as well. This is pretty chill, bro. I hope. I love that. I love that, man. I'm sure you are. Don't worry. Everyone starts somewhere. That's what I'm always trying to tell people. I'm actually a classical violinist, first and foremost. So careers take interesting turns. There is not objectively anything that I would really give feedback on this. You started classical piano, hell yeah, classical, let's go. I mean, there's a massive audience for this as well. Classical violinists who changed to DJ, classical violinists who became a rapper and then started singing R&B, writing on guitar and piano, and started producing beats. And now I run 2 distro companies. It's been very weird. I like this one, bro. And this is probably my favorite of the songs we've listened to from you. This is probably my favorite one so far. It feels natural. It feels authentic. There's maybe little things lyrically, songwriting wise, but again, let's just practice and making songs, right? So just keep making songs. You've been doing this since you were 14, so 6 years of writing. The more you write, the more you experience. Make sure you're getting out there and living life too. Don't just stay locked in the studio. You gotta have things to write about. But I mean, this is accessible. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people that would understand this. I think your vocal tone is really good on this. Melodic choices are pretty solid. Beat choice again is great. Guitar is really nice. The tone of the guitar is really, really good on this. I mean, that's you gotta pull from that stuff. You know what I mean? Be vulnerable, and I think you'll get it back from the audience as well. So keep it up. Wonder what the sample is. Nice ending too. Yeah, I love this part too. It's a YouTube beat. Yeah, that happens all the time. I had to clear a sample for Rod Wave once that was that, but a YouTube producer used an artist I was friends with, and we had to go through this whole process of clearing the sample for them. You should know Omar Vassell. Oh shit. Let's go find this really quickly. All right, we got it. Oh my god. No, I can see, babe, there's only one way to tear it up. One of my favorite Usher songs of all time.
Wanted you to come around for a while now. I just got a lot to say.
Oh, baby. It's in such a hard key, though. It's so hard to sing. Now that you're here.
Closing like that door once you get up in this room.
Yeah, I like this.
Easy mind, relax, 'cause I know just what
Pretty cool vocal tone.
it's a movie once I get you on this bed. Put your legs back to that door behind your head. I've been missing you.
All right, this is some grown folks music. Children, cover your ears.
And now that I have you all alone, need you to turn off your phone. I'ma need your full attention, baby. Ride on it.
I mean, this is good.
Better yet, I just want you to ride
Exactly what it needed to be. Tuning is good on the vocal. I'm not mad at it having like a bit more tuning on it. I like the vocal tone. Yeah, this beat is actually a sample of Usher's Can You Handle It from the Confessions album.
I said I think that you should know.
There you go. I like that he interpolated a really good moment from the original song too.
I'ma play your favorite song. It tastes like sugar water. Oh, that body is hot. Can't wait to get inside.
Oh shit, you lived in Iran until 2 months ago? Where in Iran, bro? Just moved to Italy. That's so sick. Congratulations. I know that's so hard. All of my family over there kind of has similar struggles, man. Of either having to leave. We're in Tehran. My dad's from Mehrabad. I've been to Tehran like a good amount, like in my history, like in my younger days. And we'd always be in the Mehrabad area. You're from Mehrabad? No fucking way, bro. No way. Tehran Sar? I don't know exactly where that is, but so you know the main road like that runs on the outside of Mehrabad, like across from the airport. They lived like, yeah, they were on the edge of Mehrabad too, like literally maybe like 1 block in from that main road that you can see the airport from. Yeah. We used to go to, I remember when I was a kid and we used to go out there, I'd go to this fucking like gaming cafe in Mehrabad that was like all like PS1, like PlayStations and shit. I'd just go sit in there and like meet people from the neighborhood and play video games in there. Bro, I'm not gonna lie, I had such a good time in Tehran, like every time I went. It's such a beautiful place. I'm always trying to tell people how beautiful of a place it is. It's really sick. Omar Vassell. Bruh, very good job overall. I think I got his Instagram too. Yeah, super small, bro. Super small. They lived like right next to there was like a mosque over there. And they were like right across the street from that. Sahara Rave VIP. I can't remember what the street's called.
Every
For the life of
morning
me.
is a new beginning.
I can tell you right now on the map though. Sahara Rave VIP. I can tell you right now. There's that fucking airport, bro. So they would have been like, yeah, because I used to walk through this park all the time. They would have been like low-key, like right over here somewhere in this area. That's me guessing, but I think that's right. Or maybe it's over here. I can't tell from this side, but all right, is that low kill? Oh. Also, if you don't know this about Iran, they love electronic music, so this is not too shocking. Oh, hell yeah, bro. Oh, this is like real. This is real rave music, bro. They're gonna fuck with this in Italy for sure. Honestly, man, this reminds me of like early Skrillex shit. Like there is a lot happening. Very heavy, but I do like this. Finally playing the Shona song soon. Congratulations. That's sick, man. Happy for you. Where are you in Italy? Turin? Oh, very cool. It's Xylo Kill on Instagram. You got to do some more on-camera content when you get a chance. I think a producer or a couple producers that do a really, really good job are these guys, Jersey.cr. They're a Parisian electronic duo, but I think, one, you'd probably like their music, and two, their content's amazing. So figuring out how to bring yourself on a camera a little bit will help a lot. And then also this guy who's in our community, his name's Chev. I think he does an amazing job on the content side too, of just like bringing people into his creative space a little bit more. And I think that'll make a huge difference for you, honestly. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about Soul Time. And then also there's this other guy that I really like right now, Jiggets. This is kind of crazy, bro. This is him. But again, look, it's just curating the space, you know what I mean? Oh, Rudy. I mean, honestly, melodically, everything's put together really well. The mix is really heavy. I maybe think any feedback, the high end feels like maybe a little harsher, and I wish there was a little bit more in the low end than there is. That could totally just be a me thing and like a preference thing. But if anything, that's maybe the one thing that I would say, that I just wish there was like a little bit more in the low end here. All right, guys, last one. I appreciate all of you. A lot of paid skips today. We did like 10, 11 more songs than we usually do, which I'm about to get in trouble, and it is what it is. You can usually, I'm like way over time already, so I had to close the queue today. We are back on Thursday, though, from 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern time. You can join the Discord, and I do also have an Instagram page where you can submit music for free as well, so make sure you get in there. This is our last one of the night, Stop Go Manifesta, and then I'll probably take us on a raid, but maybe not. It just depends on who's on right now. It was a pretty lit stream tonight. I'm probably gonna have to cap out and maybe cut the queue off a little earlier next time if it goes that crazy, but I'm not mad. Stop Go Manifesta. It's Manifesta on Instagram. This is an unreleased, coming 2026. Why 2026? That's a long way away. Yeah, no worries, no worries. These are being mixed and mastered at the moment. Tala Di Natale from Boston. Let us know what you think in the chat. Distro is not really like a reach out to me thing. Submitting music either here on stream or through my Instagram is the best way, because I listen to everything. But we have a closed roster, so it's really like, if it feels like it's the right fit, I'll reach out more than you sending stuff to me. And I would suggest you don't really reach out to any distributors anyway, or any labels, because you lose your you'll lose your leverage as soon as you go to them. And this is kind of crazy though. It's Manifesta on Instagram. This one feels good. Let's see who's on. If there's anyone we can go raid right now. T-Pain's on the road again. Alright, it does look like none of the homies are on tonight. So, we will not do a raid tonight. But Thursday, we'll hit a raid on Thursday. Today we'll just end it when we get done. Again though, thanks for everybody who did the paid skip. Shout out to you. See another Persian guy in the queue though. There is. We got a couple Persian people in here, bro. Which has been cool for me, because it's always nice to meet other Persians in general. There's a lot of Persians in the music industry, if I'm being real. We're all over the place. It's lit. Final drop. Good energy on these songs today. Honestly, I don't even really have much feedback on the mix. It feels pretty good. This is good pacing. This is a really good one. Guys, fuck, man. What a marathon. 2 hours and 33 minutes today. Like I said, back on Thursday. Shout out to everybody who submitted music today. Shout out to all the paid skips. Again, make sure you go follow me on socials. Kayvan's House on Instagram. There are other socials too. You can just hop in my link tree and find everything. Join the Discord if you haven't. We'll have more stuff in there. Community playlist update coming this week. And I'm out. I'm gonna go eat something. I'm gonna go hang out with my wife. Have a good rest of your night. Have a good rest of your week. And I'll see you guys on Thursday. Peace.
Not a choice. All I crave is just a glimmer of joy. Just a bit. When I see, I hope my anime hit. Serotonin got a negative dip. Triple B, I'm not surprised that it tip. Whole contempt, saw my happiness is gone in the blend.